Hello and welcome, I'm Sinthropides, and today we're going to be continuing our Vagrus the Riven Realms stream. So, originally, I had planned to do a Dual Fortress stream today, but the likelihood that I will be able to stream on Sunday this week is actually not very likely, because I have some friends coming over to visit. So, we're going to do this today, and we'll just take a little bit of a break from Dwarf Fortress for a week, which is fine. So, we're going to go into low game, because I've been playing a bit of the non-prologue version for a while. Hopefully it's still saved. Pilgrims of the Wasteland. So we're actually doing the prologue. So let's have a look here. So we've got 256, which looks like the one we need. It does take a little bit of time to load sometimes, but I think that's... Oh, actually, no. Wow, that was quick. Super speedy. Okay, so what we're going to do as well is we're going to try and get a few more people maybe involved in the chat today. So if I take a little kind of wind down time where I'm not speaking, I'll let you know, but probably that will be because I'm looking at the stream or posting somewhere about something, because it'd be nice to get more people chatting in the chatting about the game and what's going on. But you know, we might look into that a little bit later. So basically, for now, we're going to have a look at the information that we wrote down from last stream. So if you remember, I'll quickly recap. We've been playing the prologue. So we've travelled from the north in Scrap Heap down to Avernum. We've picked up this guy on the way who was a soldier, religious character, and he's kind of ended up hijacking, if you like, our original mission that we've got with Tiberius, who's the character that you get given in the prologue. He's actually quite good, to be honest. Yeah, so at the moment we're in Avernum, and we are looking, we're doing a job for Sidarius, who's the soldier, and we're going to be looking at that. We've got a few jobs that we need to do, so we need to actually upgrade our character or companions, depending on how we feel. We need to go to the Temple of Sergorod before we leave, because he can give us a boon. And we need to buy some more fighters, because we don't want this icon here for any longer, really, or at least get a few more fighters. Anyway, try and get it down. Not sure how many we have at the moment, but we only have 6. 6 is very bad, so we're going to need more than that. Also, we need to buy some trade goods, because we actually start with 2 beasts of burden in the prologue, which is pretty good. Like, getting a second beast of burden in the main game costs you about 25 bros, which is quite a lot, to be honest. So we've got quite a spacious cargo. Now, obviously, we've got a lot of junk in here, and we need to prioritize supplies, because we're going to be using a lot of supplies. Oh, excuse me. Oof. Man, still waiting for that coffee to kick in. So yeah, we've got a lot of supplies. So we're going to be filling up with those. The thing is, we probably want to think about what we're going to do with all this metal. Like, for some reason, we have information on Utravar and Vitrar. Now, I don't know why. I think it's some kind of glitch in the prologue, like, because we restarted the prologue again in my prologue game, that I unfortunately overwrote from the stream version. We've already been to these places, so we for some reason have information on these. Now this will be quite useful for us, because actually we can get some things in Avernum and sell them in some of the other cities. These 2 cities, we'll have to visit both of these. For example, bronze, you know, you can buy bronze or acquire bronze and sell it in Vitrar for a lot more. We could get, you know, there's loads of other stuff we could look at getting. Well, grain's quite good. Probably not hides. You see, even iron, like, I know that's too expensive for us right now, but Linen might be a good one. So you want to look at the difference between the buy and the sell. So for example, in Utravar, we'd basically make a 1 lurg, 2 bros. Wait, no. Yeah, we'd make a 2 lurg profit, which is pretty good actually, on linen if we bought some. Mushroom beer is good as well. Like that's a pretty safe bet as well. That mushroom beer is very cheap in Avernum, and it's like if we could get it to Vitra, that's going to be pretty good profit on a cheap product. That wouldn't take too much of our. That wouldn't really take too much of our investment, to be perfectly honest. Okay, so yeah, the problem is we just don't really have enough space. Like I know we've still got these 2, but is there anything else we can get maybe to upgrade us? I did try in a so we've got hunting animals, which is very useful because we're going to be going into the wilderness. We can't actually equip that right now. What's this? Animals. So for some reason hunting is in miscellaneous. Not sure why. Maybe we plan to get guard animals as well. We don't really need that though. We're probably not going to be fleeing from any interactions, to be honest. Excuse me. Vigilance. That might be quite useful. Yeah, we really don't have the money for this. We're actually really broke right now. We're going to want to be selling off some more. The thing I never really like, is it worth selling scrap metal? Because it's in demand. Or is it better to smelt it down into its parts? I'm pretty sure it's better to smelt it down. But we don't want to be selling the metal here. Because Avernum is a forge town, so it's got a lot of those kind of goods already. So we want to be actually smelting it and then carrying it over to Vitra. Well, even Utravar is like very close, 2 to 3 days. I've checked this place, you can't actually sell anything here. But yeah, basically Utravar, 2 to 3 days. So, for example, if you look at bronze, the thing is that it's more. We're going to make a lot more if we sell it in Vitra. Then again, this could all be rubbish because it's not actually. I think it's pretty fixed in the prologue, but it's not actually accurate. I'm just conscious as well of like how bright my person is on the bottom here. I'm blinding everybody. I fiddled around with it before the stream because I was worried it was too dark, but actually I think maybe it's too bright now. Let's get that turned down. Yeah, we don't need that. It's because I'm wearing a dark shirt I don't usually wear. That's better. Brilliant. Well, we might move me around a little bit if we need the area. Yeah, so anyway, we can deal with this another time. So we've rested. So we're on a new day, so that means we can investigate another thing for Sidarius. We don't need the sorcerer. We don't need to go to him. We're going to do this before. Somebody please in the stream remind me that we need to go to the Temple of Sergron, because I just know I'm going to forget. It'll drive me nuts if we do that. Seek out foundries. Yeah, I think we will probably smelt down all our metal. Sell a couple in where we are now to tie us over, and then we'll carry the rest over to Vitra if we can. We'll see though. The problem is this is cheaty, but I've done the prologue before, and there's a kind of combat somewhere over here, and it killed me because there was loads of stuff that I got from these people, and I couldn't carry it with me because my baggage was full of scrap metal that you start the game with. So I think actually it's not really worthwhile carrying all this scrap metal around. Anyway. Yeah, we also need to look into getting more fighters. Now we don't want to buy fighters now because then we'll just have to pay their wages for a while. Workers, slaves. We're looking okay for everything else. We've, if anything, got too many workers and slaves. Okay, let's go and investigate another lead. We will go to the Slag Fort to spy on Assistant Magistrate Galudis Darrow. To your mild amusement, the plan Sidarius comes up with to lure in the Assistant Magistrate works. Upon arriving to the Slag Fort, you tell... I just can't take that seriously. I know it means slag as in like, you know, like... it means like a waste product of metal smelting, but it's still funny. To tell one of the clerk slaves in the office of the courts that you have some news about Sergorod followers you think were killed in the north. The slave asks you to wait until he reports this to one of the administrators. Before you can sit down with said bureaucrat, a clerk arrives to tell you that the Assistant Magistrate Darrow will personally listen to your account. You're escorted to the offices on the top floor of the courts. You're told to knock and enter. Yavik looks at you knowingly as you stand before the office door. Morwen is picking at her nails. You knock and enter. You find yourself inside a spacious office with small slit windows looking out into the courtyard of the Slag Fort. There's a desk here with scrolls stacked up on one side and a few opened ones lying in the middle. Maps of the region are on the wall and rows of shelves hold even more scrolls. A clerk slave busies herself with organising these. A middle-aged man with a warm smile rises from the chair at the desk. He has dark eyes and a receding hairline. Over his orange tunic is the sash of office, blue and purple, with a silver clasp holding it at the shoulder. He introduces himself as Galudis Darrow. Now, what voice do we want? My subordinates tell me you have news of a group of Sergorodites. We are awaiting a cohort of such constitution back to the city, but we were beginning to be worried that something happened to them as they are late. Perhaps you might have heard of them. Tell him you did not know about this cohort of his. Or tell him you've heard rumours in the city that such a company left a while ago. Tricky. I think what we'll probably do is go with the second one, because why would we be here if we hadn't heard about this? So let's go with the second one. So, you've asked around before coming here. Understandable. I'm sure you wanted to know as much as you could beforehand. And I think you realise how urgent and important this matter is now. So please, tell me everything. You tell them the fake story Sidarius concocted, or you tell them you were forced to come here by a rogue knight of the Black Sun. Wow, dubbing him in. We can dub him, but we're not going to dub him in. We like Sidarius, but we don't, but we're siding with him. That's what we're going to do. You tell him the fake story Sidarius concocted. Just start at the beginning. You clear your throat before starting. My comitatus was travelling from Scarpeep south along the Molten Tongue. We came around the Voiceless Lake. Okay, so I don't really think any of these have any impact on the actual game. And what happens. I'm not 100% sure, but we can always try and see what we think. Started hearing noises of battle. We approached and found dead bodies lying everywhere. My scouts returned with news of dead bodies. We saw some undead to the east shambling back. We got rid of them right away to find only bodies nearby. This would be well, I don't like the last one because it would mean that we killed them, so that could show us to potentially have some kind of knowledge or something. I'm liking the second one, to be honest, so let's go with that. Oh, there's a fly in here. Gross. Go on, says Darrow, scratching his chin thoughtfully. We checked the bodies. There was a lot of undead, mostly the smouldering variant. It was clear that there was a great battle here. The other bodies all belonged to the same group. They were all Sergorodites, and their armed followers. A handful of them badly mutilated by the undead. We checked and found no survivors. Okay. This is a tricky one, because we really do want to keep the stuff. Is he gonna care? Oh man, kind of slime on there. I think we're gonna say no, but he'll probably call our bluff anyway. I don't know why I've smeared something on my glasses. They've gone all gross. God, the pain. Wow, that's terrible. It seems to be coming off, whatever it was. Maybe it was that fly. Maybe I squashed it by accident. I don't know. Could have been. I feel like I ate that fly though by accident. You know when you just got a feeling like bleh, 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 that kind of mouth feel. Yeah, let's go with we took no belongings, I think is what we're going to do. The assistant magistrate coughs discreetly. I find it hard to believe, given the situation, your occupation, and the great value the metal holds. Okay, so he's basically calling our bluff here. Well, we didn't want to anger the god of vengeance. Oh, damn it, yeah, we probably should get that enhanced thing. Maybe we'll try this. It could anger him though. I'm not sure. I think last time I had enhanced already, so I use that. I wonder if we can. No, it doesn't look like we can upgrade now. Oh, really? I think we've smelted the weapons down though, right? So. Your report now makes up for what you took. Okay, woof, woo, Jesus, okay. I was worried that he was going to be like, give me it back. Okay. You conclude the story by telling him you've not come across any undead or Surgodites, living or dead, on your journey here. Have you seen a knight among the bodies? Oh, sorry, this is a character. Have you seen a knight among the bodies, perhaps? Tall fellow, blonde hair, broad shoulders, dark armor, and quite an exquisite helmet. Fights with a great sword. Dower asks after a brief pause. You tell him you did not find anyone among the bodies matching the description, even though you checked fairly thoroughly. The assistant magistrate thanks you and promises to bring the report before the high-ups in the city. Should they decide to question you further, they'll find you at your berth. Take your leave. Okay, long after you left the Slag Fort, Yavik tells you the plan has worked. I can't remember if we had a voice for Yavik. Maybe I don't think we did, though. I read his thoughts on the matter. It's clear he knew much about the setting of the trap. He got really upset when you told him Sidarius might be alive and well. He thought about his career in the prefect, but also to report this to someone called Hanvius as soon as he can. Okay, well, this is pretty banging for us because we've got some information about who might be conspiring with this guy. So I think what's happened is he's let us know that he's kind of the traitor. So we can't actually investigate another lead today. But we need to wait anyway because we are we're talking. Yeah, so we're waiting for our reinforced carts anyway. So we need to wait a little bit longer. There's not much we can really do. I think we can explore the city again. Okay. Oh, excuse me. You find a small drug den tucked away in an alley in the worst part of town. Upon entering, you are greeted by a half-elf with a sleazy smile and the powerful smell of bogweed. Welcome, Dominus. How may we be of service? It's evident from the empty cushions and sofas business is not booming. So I've had this interaction before and I swear it was in the stream. So we're going to go with number 1 because it actually helps us. It gives us some insight, which is brilliant. And then we're done with that. We can't explore again. Do we want to go to the fighting pit and bet? I'm not sure if we do. Go on then. Do we? How much is it? We really don't have very much money now. It's only 2 changer though. I'm not sure you can really get much money from doing that, so it's probably not worth it. I think we've done all of this, right? The Temple of Axel. Pretty sure we've done that already. So it's not really worthwhile doing that. Buy some trinkets blessed by the god of death. We're so broke. I think we bought that though. I have a feeling we've already done that. Well, I don't think we can look at companions right now. We can in this screen though. Yeah, we did already buy it, yeah. Because I think it's useful. We have a couple of undead battles. Sergorod. Oh yeah, so this is the one that we're going to do before we leave. I think we might just have to sleep again. There's not much we can really do. We can't do an investigation. It just say, okay, cool. I think we're going to have to melt down some more metal though. So we're running out of money. The thing is though, we only have 2 slots. Like maybe we just want to sell off all our one type of metal. Maybe. And then melt down some scrap metal. What have we got? What are we going to get? Iron is definitely more valuable by far in either of these. And actually that's a good one for Utravar because it's not that much more in Vitra, really. So we could take iron to Utravar. And then what else was there? Iron, copper, and bronze. So bronze, yeah, bronze is way more valuable in Utravar. And because it's a low cost one, it's probably best taking it to Vitra. And it's the similar situation with copper, I think. Actually, well, it's definitely worth not selling. Oh, man. Yeah. Yeah. Tricky. Really, it's kind of worth selling like 1 piece of iron. The thing is, we get 3 bros more, so it's definitely worthwhile. I think the one we're going to lose least amount of money on is maybe copper, just because it's the lowest. And you still get 1 bros for each one. We don't have any copper right now. Okay, well, let's have a look and see. So, actually, if we sleep for 1 day, we'll have an extra slot to play with, because we'll be low on supplies. So maybe we'll do that now, and then we'll figure out this metal situation tomorrow. That might be the best plan. Okay, so let's go down and sleep. Well, actually, is there any... No, there's no news. Stamancio pain. Yes, we're going to rest again. Thing is, we could actually take up some odd jobs, but it's not really going to gain as much money. We could sacrifice the vigor, though. We're not really... What are we on now? We're on 10 is good, though. That 1 extra. Okay, we're going to heal her up. Do we really need that extra? No, we're going to just go with the free sleep on the floor situation. Okay. End day. Hello, testing. Hello, Bshoo net. Bshoo, is that how you say it? I'm not sure. Bishu. Oh, cool. Thanks for the clarification. How are we getting on today? Welcome to our very quiet, chill stream. Okay, so we are rested now. So what we're going to do is we're going to go living. We're just living right now. Well, as we all are, I suppose. Tough day. Yeah, so now we have 3 slots spare, so we're going to sort out this metal situation. So we're going to seek out the foundries, we're going to smelt metal scraps into ingots. If we do a large amount, how many is... That's going to be 6. Would be better if it was 7, to be honest, but let's go with that. Okay, so we got... Wow, that's... The thing is, that's actually good. I think we're definitely making money by doing this. I don't really see why you wouldn't melt down all of the scraps. I didn't do that last time and it didn't seem worthwhile at all. Let's just go back to the foundries and have a look at what we've got. So we've got... Yeah, and what we'll do is probably offload the lowest amount one. Let's smelt some more though. I think it's... I just feel like it's almost worth just smelting everything. I have a sneaky suspicion that the prologue is going to end badly anyway. Because the prologue, you know, it doesn't continue forever. There's going to be something that happens to stop it. So I feel like keeping us afloat is probably our priority right now. And as we said, selling our metal in one of the other towns is going to be more valuable for us in the long run. Okay, so let's go back and smelt some more. Foundries, smelt again. We did very well that time. How much is this costing us? It's costing us a lot, but we'll be able to sell them. Let's do it again. And I wonder how much we've got left. We might as well just smelt them all, really. This is the thing. Like, unless we have like one odd one. So we've got... Wow, we've got... So we got loads and loads of bronze at this point. We probably want to sell off the copper to free up a slot. So we've got 3 scraps left. I feel like we should just smelt them all down rather than doing anything else. Seek out the foundries. We can only do 1. This is not as efficient, but let's just keep doing it. Smelt them all down. There we go. So we're out of scraps. Brilliant. So at least that we don't have to worry about that anymore. We've got a lot of metal. Very valuable metal as well. So we're going to need at least 2 more. If we're going to need 3 slots, if not 4, for supplies. So actually we're perfect now. My only worry is we might pick up something on the way to one of these other places, and that would be bad. We could try and dash there. Like, make sure we go to Utravar without bumping into anything. But I can't guarantee that that's what's going to happen. It would be grim if we could. Then again, metal is way more valuable. I think we're going to make more money holding on to it than we would from anything else. Let's face it. Like, so let's take, for example, copper. If we sell it here, we're going to get 165. But if we can hold on to it just to Utravar, we're going to make nearly double the money. I found you from Dwarf Fortress, I think. What kind of game is this? Strategy building or what? Yeah, so I usually play... Well, I started off the stream playing Dwarf Fortress, but I'm trying to kind of vary it with some other games that I play as well. And probably we might not have a stream this Sunday because I've got some friends visiting. This is a game called Vagrus the Riven Realms. To kind of explain, it's like a dystopian storyteller / RPG strategy game. It's kind of a bundle, really, but basically you have you're a leader of this traveling kind of group, and you can, well, the primary way to play is you're a trader. You go around trading goods. That's why you keep seeing me on this stupid Excel trading screen. But you go around trading goods, and you make money from it. Are we going to see some action? Yes. Sorry, I'm stuck in this screen for so long. Yeah, we will. So there is battles as well. However, there might be a lot of reading. It is that kind of thing. But yeah, what we'll do now is, I'm done with this. We're going to buy up some supplies before we leave. So yeah, let's get into some action. We're going to go and investigate the last lead that Sidarius gave us. You decide to follow up on one of the leads given to you by Sidarius. Which one will you choose? So we're going to go for the last one, which is the Smelter's Collegium in Gallows Anvil. The Collegium headquarters is a large tavern called Gallows Anvil, right next to a bathhouse at the border of Scoria, and the streets below the villa district filled with foundries and metallurgical workshops. Metallurgical? Yeah. The place is among the better ones in town, and the regulars are smiths, smelters, their novices and merchants, all belonging to the Smelters Collegium. It will be difficult to find someone higher up in the guild and talk to them. Yavik can scan whoever you talk to for surface thoughts, but asking about their possible connection to the abolitionists might raise suspicion. So how do you want to approach them? So just to let everyone know who is joined, who hasn't watched the last episode, Yavek is our companion, and he can read people's minds and blow people's minds up with powers. He's got kind of mild magic. But yeah, I suppose in answer to your question, Bishu, it's not as kind of action heavy as War Fortress is. It's a different kind of game, I suppose, really. Still fun though. Oh wow, I found some mints in my pocket. I wonder if they've been washed. Oh well. Okay, so we can either pretend you're a merchant wanting to deal in the black market. 1 lurg. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of money. Introduce yourself as someone seeking to join the abolitionists. Attempt to bribe them for information directly. I think what I did last time is the top one. It works. Maybe we should just... I feel like this is dangerous though, because we could get involved too much. A dear fan will not be afraid of thinking games. Yes, you're very right. That's true. And there is actually a fair amount of... To be honest, it's the kind of strategy where you think like, in the long term, how do I want to specialize this character and what points do I want to use? And the ways you journey. We are only playing the prologue of this game, so it's not as open-ended. We have a kind of storyline that we're following at the moment as a way of kind of introducing ourselves to the game. I've actually played a bit of the main game as well, though, and that's a lot more strategic, so you can go anywhere. I don't know. Pretend that you're a merchant wanting to deal. I just don't like the cost of this. Like 1 lurg, that's a lot of money. Let's go with... I just feel like that's the best choice though, isn't it? Let's go with that. Oh man, the money. The 2 fellows that you and Yavik end up talking to, representatives of the Collegium, are quite open to letting you buy wares from the black market for a modest contribution to the guild. They do, however, have some questions about how you learned of their involvement. After you assure them it was from business associates outside of the city, they seem content. Tell them you heard of cheap contraband they got from ill-fortune Comitati. You're interested in that. So this is something we uncovered earlier on in the storyline. So we're going to click this one. Stuff gets redistributed in the wasteland, so to speak, explains one of them. A fellow with a bushy beard. Some of our associates find them and brings them to us. It's good stuff too. Weapons, tools. We also repair them, make them better. So you give us the order for what you're looking for, and our people will come to you with the goods. You tell them you'll think about placing an order before you leave town. Time to leave. Okay, so Yavik looks exhausted. Oh gosh. Sorry boss, it was tough jumping between mines. Didn't get much from them, but apart from a sense of our knightly friends' suspicion was well founded. They surely have dealings with the abolitionists, but protect their identities far more vehemently than that of simple illegal business partners. I couldn't get much, except a glimpse of a street with a long yellow building when one guy was thinking about contacting their associates. Well, that's pretty rubbish, but I think we've already found out what we need to know, so I don't think we feel like we really failed that interaction. Okay, so we're on the last day now. Let's check out the foundries. Your free reinforced carts are not ready, so I think we have 1 more day, probably. So we're going to have to spend 1 more day at least in Avernum. We haven't explored the city yet today. You climb the stairs and terraces that lead up to the higher tier of the city. It's quite tough in the choking smog, yet pays off when the musky scent of mushrooms hits your nose. Opening from a side street is one of the entrances to the public gardens of Avernum. You decide to take a walk and clear your head. Winding pathways create a veritable maze among the trunks of the great mushrooms that stand thick as trees of a forest. Under the canopy of caps, the soothing darkness is only broken by well-placed crystal lamps along the cobbled paths. It's like stepping into another world. There's no drifting ash nor the clamour of the city. The air is cool and not as dry out in the streets. You sit down in one of the gazebos and ruminate for hours. It's most tranquil here. You're in a good mood after the rest, and the gardens, after your rest at the gardens, it radiates to others. Wow, brilliant. We got 1 extra morale. That's pretty banging. Do you find the game engine to be dynamic here? I mean, well thought out. It's kind of like a very advanced choose your own adventure book. So we haven't really seen any of the mechanics. I'm just reading stuff now, which in fairness seems kind of boring. But actually, the combat is somewhat simplistic, but it works. Like, I actually really like it. It's similar to those games where you have like hex-based party RPG games where you like have an interaction, like one person takes a turn and then the other side does, that kind of thing, like Battle Brothers or Expeditions Conquistador or something like that. And it's actually quite enjoyable, and but you've still got enough strategy in there. It's actually really the management of the party and the trading that I find most interesting. I just love games with trading in, especially like looking at, I don't know why I'm so sad looking at these spreadsheets with money on. Is like, what can I do here? I really like that. Okay, so let's go, and we need to sell some stuff. So let's sell. We've got 1, 2, 3. What the thing is, we are okay. Like, we're not in a bad way. I feel like we should just hold on to this and sell it somewhere else. Is there any way we can increase the amount of equipment that we can hold? No, we're too broke for that. I'm just really worried about... No, we need to sell something because we don't have enough money. We have, like, no money. So we need to sell at least a couple of things. Let's just sell off 1 iron. You watch how much this gives us. Nice. So we've now got enough money to survive for a while. Because we have to pay wages every single day. So you see all these mechanics like up here. I'm in, waiting on the edge of my seat. Speaking of hex games, do you know Battle for Wesnoth? I think I own that game, but I've never got that into it. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I've got it somewhere. I think it's in my Steam maybe somewhere. Oh, you don't own it. It's 100% free. Oh, wow. It sounds familiar, though. If you've paid for it, you shouldn't have. I feel like I recognize the name, though. I'm terrible with stuff like that, though. My memory's rubbish. Battle for Wesnoth. An open source turn-based strategy game with a high fantasy theme. Wow. Oh yes, I do have this somewhere, but I've never played it. I think I've downloaded it, but not actually got into the game. This looks really interesting though. You should totally try and stream it. Yeah, I think that'd be cool. What I'll do is let's add that to the list. It looks pretty interesting. Pretending I have a list of games to stream right now, you know. Nobody knows that I don't. It's fine. Nobody can see. I have so many scraps of paper around though. I don't even know what that is. That's some kind of teaching notes. Okay, well, we'll definitely look into that. I'm unfortunately incredibly addicted to this game right now. So it might be a while, but we'll see how we go. And to be honest with you as well, like I kind of played a lot of Dwarf Fortress, like streaming twice a week, so I probably need a bit of a break. You can write with your hands, wow. Yeah, so I'm terrible. I have like notepads and stuff like, so this is my like gaming book where I write like instructions for games. So like every game that I own has like all the instructions and like stuff. I just find weirdly that I don't really look at it, but it's the act of writing it down really helps me actually learn stuff. I don't know. I'm just sad. It's from my university days probably. One of those things. Okay, 1 iron is what we're gonna sell. Okay. I write and draw every day, but I've gone totally digital. Wow. Is that, well, I suppose it's quite a personal question, but is that what you do for a job? You're like an illustrator or designer or something? I'm watching Let's Kill Something. Yeah. Well, I'd say it might be a while. We'll see what happens. It's not one of those games you can dip in and out of. It's one of those things. A web developer and illustrator. Wow, cool. That sounds really cool. I have a friend who loves illustrating, and he's been trying to kind of get into it for years. But he's great. He made some of the art for my, I'll show you quickly, look, my BRB screen. He actually made that. Not specific, well, I basically stole an image that he made. Well, I didn't steal, but... Upwork.com. What does that mean? Is that a website? Well, obviously it's a website, but... Oh, wow, cool. Oh, wow, cool. I'll save that. I'll send it over. Whoa. So you actually get reliable like work from freelancing on there. That's really cool. Because you can do kind of like whatever you want, I suppose. Wow, that's awesome. Good for you. Okay, we're going to go to Sidarius' hideout. This is the guy who I was talking about, the Black Knight. Sidarius' hideout is a tumble-down set of stone buildings about a block away from the Temple of Surgorod. You can reach it by going into the enclosed courtyard of several houses, entering the cellars and ascending a well-hidden set of stairs. There's always a novice or two in the cellar on guard duty. The apartment Sidarius occupies is owned by the church, but few know of it, even among the anointed. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Oh, damn it. Why did we do this? Okay. What we're going to do, look, I kind of going to cheat here. So we're going to go back into this, and we're going to upgrade our character, because we have all this insight. We need to do this at some point. So this is the character progression screen. So this is your character, but you can also upgrade every single companion that you have. So this is Yavek, who's like the mind reader guy, and you can upgrade them and put points. Now, technically, it's more efficient to upgrade companions than it is to upgrade yourself, because the points you put into them multiply themselves into proficiency. I think it's just a way of forcing you to upgrade. Now, we will actually have enough points to upgrade all of our companions to level 3, which is the max for the prologue. But right now, what I want to do is, we'll come back to this later, I'm just going to get this skill. So leadership are the only skills that only you can have and not companions. What enhance does is it allows us to boost our chance in interactions using this purple these purple points. So we're going to do that because it's really awesome, and I used it last time in my prologue playthrough and it basically saved me so many times. So we'll go back to the hideout. What we'll do is, look, if we click this, we can spend some resourcefulness to try and get some money from Sidarius. Now, this might be a dumb idea. So generally speaking, you are deliberating the resources and skills for your team. And then they will be set off on a mission or do something. Yeah, so you can put like a team together of followers and companions and buy people. Then you go off to do... The thing is, though, the mission can be whatever you decide to do. It's just in the prologue we have a storyline that we're kind of following, which is basically to do with Sidarius. We've been kind of roped into doing Sidarius's dirty work. Okay. The thing is, we're using up 5 resourcefulness to do this. Like, is it even worth it? I don't know. Also, we can only get it to moderate. Well, that 10%, 20%. I'm not sure he really gives us very much money either. Wasting all our resourcefulness might be a bad idea. Then again, no, we're going to do it because we're going to sleep in Avernum once more. So let's do that. We succeeded. The Black Knight looks at you in a way that makes you think he'll strike you, but then he frowns. That would be the honourable thing indeed. He mutters to himself and reaches into a drawer. He produces a leather pouch and tosses it to you. It is more than enough, I suppose. Consider us even. Is he an evil overlord? I'm not sure I want to work for him. Well, yeah, it's complicated. He's a knight of a type of kind of order, like a knightly order. But he's very high up. We don't really know much about him, but we know he's high up in the order. And the order work for one of the 3 gods of the new empire, who are basically all evil. Because the gods aren't great. There's a huge backstory to this game, but maybe I'll explain if we have like a lull period later on. But if not, the start of my last video, I actually filmed the intro video. So maybe when we've kind of wrapped up today, you can go back and recap. Or if I have a break, actually, that's a good plan. Because I'll have a break halfway through the stream because the stream is so text heavy. The last time I had kind of a little break to recoup and have a drink and stuff. It's more likely than enough. Are you a history fan? Wow, that's cool. Yeah, my degree was actually history, so I'm a massive history buff. Even if it is mythological history or like alternate history, it's still very interesting. The pouch contains more than you attack, so let's take all his money. We got 1 lurg. 1! That was not worth it. Why did we do that? 1 lurg! That's trash. That's complete rubbish. Oh well, whatever. Okay, we're not going to ask him any questions because we've already done this, and I don't want to really bore us too much. We could click on this though. I just want to make sure we get these, because every time we get one of these blue things, we get points. So last stream we were spending ages and ages reading all these entries. So for example, this is the Pillars of the Empire, is the umbrella term for the 3 religious institutions that are separate from the churches of the Triumvirate. That's the 3 gods. Yet they're intricately interwoven with them and bind together. Their founding on the 7th century following the Calamity. So the Calamity was the big apocalypse that happened because the gods obliterated the empire. Nearly toppled the empire. So basically, in a kind of summary of this, the 3 gods organizations were fighting each other, but the 12, who are the Lich Lord rulers of the new empire, basically set up this new system where each god shares the 3 orders, so that the Ordus Negra Solis, which is the one Sidarius is part of, are a combination of Axul, who is the Lord of Death, and Surgorod, who is the God of Vengeance. Like they're them together. So both of those gods are worshipped by this order. And then the Nosferatis are Balokal and Axul, and the Atamanis are Balokal and Surgorod. So it's a combination. We won't go into too much detail. Yeah, and obviously we read about the Emperor last stream, but basically the Emperor is 2000. Is this a post-apocalypse in an actual human Earth world, or fantasy, like it could be any world? So it's roughly set if the Roman Empire had existed, but the gods destroyed it. But there's obvious mythological elements, whether they appeared after. It's set 1,000 years after the apocalypse as well, and the apocalypse caused these rifts within reality, and that allowed like lich lords and necromancers to come into the world. But I think there's fantasy elements in it already, and actually the Emperor existed, and he's immortal, who already existed before the Cataclysm, the Calamity, sorry. So there is fantasy elements, but it's based on in a kind of rough kind of Iron Age, if the Earth had been destroyed, you know, blasted a bit, kind of thing. But yeah, obviously the Emperor is supposedly the son of the god. Yeah, it's really complex actually, the lore, especially when you like first learn about it and you get a massive lore dump. It's one of those things you have to like process slowly. Okay, we're gonna report your findings. Finally, Sidarius says scornfully when you return to him and tell him you're done with the investigations. There are a few other Sergorodites in the room watching silently. You recount everything you learned in the last few days, and Yavek details in mental scans. Sidarius and his cronies listen intently. Following your report, Sidarius goes behind closed doors with 2 priests of Sergorod and a couple of executors, while you are told to stay put for now. Slightly scared right now. They emerge after a quarter of an hour with the executors leave right away. The knight approaches you with an uncharacteristic smile on his otherwise grim face. We've got them now, Vagrus. Thanks to the information you provided, we've located the traitors' headquarters in the city. A long yellow building, the district of Scoria, and a man named Hanvius. It so happens that Gaius Hanvius, a wealthy merchant and city official, who is known to be conducting shady business in the name of the Prefectus, owns a large yellow warehouse in Scoria. The whole block is abandoned, making it an ideal place for a hideout. That may not mean anything, Yavek starts to say with a frown before Sidarius interrupts him. No, they are there. All of them can sense their treacherous stench, and Sergorod's servants are never wrong about such things. The way he says it shuts Yavek up for good. Bring your men, Vagrus. We strike as soon as you are ready. Oh god, this is bad. Because we've used all our resourcefulness, now we're going to go into combat. Okay, let's try to get some money from him. Well, do we need money? We have a lot of ore. Wait a moment. It's my honor to serve the Empire. Alright, I hope if I must. Let's just say that'll cost you extra. We're money-grubbing traders. Like, come on, you know. Sidarius looks at you for some long silent moments before speaking. The priests are also fixing you with their grim gazes. I told you the Empire needed you and your crew to conclude the investigation on the abolitionists. Until their nest is destroyed, the investigation is not concluded. The local temple will send every able hand to set up an ambush on the warehouse, but with your help we can be able to guarantee nobody escapes the snare. Do not fail me in this, and the Order will be grateful. It seems like you won't be able to get more from him just yet. Okay. Basically, Yavek is slightly upset about this. I don't know where this is going, boss. The last thing we needed was getting involved in a conspiracy in the local underworld. The city's leaders, bandits, and the damn fanatics all tearing each other apart with us in the middle. For the first time in a long while, I don't know what you're thinking. Okay, so basically Yavek's a bit upset with us that we're getting involved in this, which is probably bad because he's pretty awesome. You don't have to say anything now. Just know that this is how I see things now. And also, many of the fellows in the crew, this is not going to end well, is it? Basically, Yavek is probably going to go off us, you know, and that's going to be bad. Anyway. Okay, that's good. So we can sleep. We also got 7 insight, which is an incredible amount of insight. Yeah, basically we're super rich. So what we need to do now is we can do this whenever we want. We're actually going to rest because we want our resourcefulness back so we can use it in combat. Because if I remember correctly, this combat actually can be quite tricky. We don't really need to visit the sorcerer right now. I know that this is useful, but he costs a lot of money. Could we sell him anything? He doesn't want anything we've got right now. Can we do? We've already walked around the town, right? Yeah, we'll do that again tomorrow. Oh, okay. Let's go and get the blessing of Sergorod now. Ask Sergorod to grant you power in return for serving him. You ask the priest to grant you Sergorod's power. After you are deemed eligible, a priest begins chanting an angry prayer in front of the god's altar.
A handful of novices join in. In a matter of minutes, the chant reaches its crescendo, and the priest turns to you, eyes ablaze with a raging dark energy. He reaches out and touches your forehead. An anxious, restless power, not unlike a cold rage, saturates you and gives you focus. For a long time afterwards, you feel you have the energy to do anything, and this seems to inspire your crew. Brilliant! We got the Blessing of Surgorod. Okay, cool. I don't know what that means, because I can't remember, but I'm pretty sure it's boss. Modifiers. How do we check modifiers again? I think it's in here. Oh, we haven't unlocked the ability to look at them yet. Interesting. Well, I'm pretty sure it's good, but yeah, maybe we don't know how good. We don't need this right now. That might be useful. Minus 10% consumption. Actually, it's a harness, so we can't equip it because we have awnings, which are like the best thing ever. Miscellaneous / harness. I feel like that would be good though. Where did you get this game? Steam. How much? Yeah, I actually bought it on Steam. And actually, it's a lot more expensive than you think. So for an indie game, it's about 20 my currency is euros. 20 euro. But I got it on sale. It was at like 15% off or something weird. But to be honest with you, I'm really quite like I've got quite a few hours in this already. I'm not sure how many hours I've got in, but like a lot, like 20 or more, maybe even more than that. And I still feel like I haven't scratched the surface. So for me, it's more about how many hours you play than the cost. But yeah, I think it's about 20 euro or something on Steam. I can only imagine the developers sitting around writing all this stuff. It seems like a very serious ambition of a game. I wonder if it's a serious game studio or how it came to be. So I think there's just there's a team of developers, but it's a small development team. And actually, there's some videos on YouTube from the developers, like playing with other people. They seem like, no offense, I love nerds. They seem kind of nerdy, really involved in the game, kind of like obviously very talented. And whoever's written this is amazing. Like the copywriter is really brilliant. Yeah, a very ODC dude in the basement for a few years. Yeah, I could imagine that. I think there is a small team though, and they crowdfunded a lot of it. They got like 75k from crowdfunding and various stuff. And what they did as well is they released the Prologue. This is completely free. You can get this on Steam, the Prologue, for free. Obviously the main game isn't in it, but you can play the Prologue. Just download it completely on Steam for free. I played it and I was like, oh wow, this is good. I can't believe you can't save manually. So I bought the real game and then realized it's only in the Prologue that you can't save manually. Give me 75k and I'll do that. Yeah. I think their crowdfunding was a lot more successful than they expected it to be though. But I suppose, people pay, especially if you get like a copy of the game back, for example. Okay, I've lost what we were doing. We're gonna go and rest for a day. Do we need to go to any of these other temples? We don't need to buy or sell anything right now. Yeah, we're gonna rest. Messengers, beasts. We actually probably should get some more fighters. Let's do that first thing tomorrow morning. So we're going to try and heal. I'm still really... She's got 12. She might get healed actually today. Let's hope she does. So we want to keep our vigor because it'll help us in combat. Not really of much help to us. No point really doing that, to be honest. Okay, let's just do that and end the day. Oh, brilliant. She's on full vitality now. That's perfect. We will walk around the town again, because it's always worthwhile doing that. You can get some really cool stuff. While spending some time visiting Avernum's several mancios, you meet a small group of water merchants from up north. You form a conversation and find each other amicable. Oh, this is a brilliant event. They want us to travel to Vitra. We'll look at these later, but it's an oasis town. And broker a deal with the Sidira, which are kind of like tribesmen. We'll read this later. They don't have commentators of their own, so basically we're being offered some passengers. And actually, although at this point technically we're not supposed to know that, we're actually going to be going to Vitra, so we're going to accept, even though one lurg is kind of rubbish. Okay, let's go. Let's have a battle. So the combat is tricky, so apologies if we don't do so well, but we will just see how it goes. So we're going to go... Why would we want to go back to his hideout? That seems odd. Let's go to the warehouse. You arrive at the rendezvous point set by Sidarius. Oh, sorry, there's a comment. The sound is pretty good. I like the atmosphere, good illustration, good interface. Yeah, I think the game just comes together overall as a solid unit. The theme is really solid. The art really ties in really well. Yes, okay, you're going to look at the combat and you're going to think, ooh, okay, looks a little bit janky. But actually, I don't really care. Like, and actually, some areas of the map look a bit odd as well. Like, but I think it comes together really well. And the writing's brilliant. Accompanied by a fighting crew only. It's a few blocks away, a group of grim-faced and very visibly anxious Sergorodite novices. Everything happens fairly fast. You would learn of the attack plan. It involves Sergorodites surrounding the warehouse and blocking all exits with a force of executors. In the meantime, you take your companions and Sidarius to the third rear door in an alley and deal with the ones that remain. Yeah, so we're going to be... Oh, I swear we got options last time I did this. That's interesting. Well, never mind. We're going to engage them. Okay, you're going to see the combat. Welcome to jankycombat.com. But, okay, yeah, like, not great, but it works. And actually, you really do get used to it. So we're going to deploy our people. My audio is not very high. I kind of want some of this epic battle music. You guys are getting all the blasting. Look at those amazing graphics. I knew you'd love it, you know. I just thought Bishu's gonna love this. Okay, I think he's fine there. I think I'm happy with this. I don't think we can move these guys anyway. This is Sidarius, by the way. And this is just some random pleb who's probably gonna die anyway. But he's really good because he has this... Anyway, I'll show you. He's got this specific attack, which is really useful. So, Yavek is first. So there's an initiative order, as there is often in these games. And each companion has different... Does this require a VR headset? Yes, it does, yeah. I'm afraid VR headsets are compulsory. These glasses are actually a really modern VR headset that I'm wearing right now. Okay, so these are the attacks. We can inspect their stats by doing this, but I don't want to, like, crush your mind... hilariously with info. So what we're probably going to do is play pretty defensively for now. He's got... Yeah, this character here has a really good skill where they can get rid of people's armor. So we're going to use him a lot to get rid of their armor because they have one armor each, and that'll be really useful for us if we get rid of that. But we might just want to attack them, I'm not sure. I think... I'm just quite worried about... So she tends to get damaged a lot. We should have also upgraded our characters before doing this. It was kind of dumb not doing that. Sidarius will be fine because he can block. What's this guy's block? It's actually 40%. It's her that I'm worried about, so let's premonition her. So Yavek has this ability where he can see the future for a character, so it gives them a bit of a buff. Anyway, she's probably just going to get mashed anyway. Every time. They always go in for her. I'm not sure why. So she has this thing where if she dodges, she has to swap with somebody, which isn't really what we want right now. But we'll just do that anyway. Because... yeah, we'll swap them because we don't want her on the back line. We're also going to do this and spend some resourcefulness to boost her defenses. So that would be good for us. So she's now got 45% block, 48% evade. And what she can do is she can do this strafe thing where she hits 2 people at once, or we can kick back. Now, it might be worthwhile kicking back actually, because what happens then is they waste a turn. Final Fantasy turn-based with heavy story building, yeah, I suppose so, but also like there's trading mechanics in it as well. But yeah, I suppose. Let's kick back for now. We'll play defensive, and then he'll waste his turn moving, because when you move, you can't attack as well. And what we'll do is this guy is going to do Shattering Blow on him, so he'll lose his armor. Whoa, that was boss! Critical 6! Holy hell, that was ridiculous. Now, Sidarius can probably kill this guy. Yeah, 4 to 6. He probably won't get 6 though, but we might as well try. Oh, can he cleave those 2? I'm not sure he can. It does say any adjacent enemies on the front row. I feel like he can't go that far. No, we messed that up. We shouldn't have done that. Oh well. I know, the graphics get me as well. It's the weird animation they play when it's like, I'm hitting you. It's just, I don't know, it just looks so odd, but... okay, she's not really doing that well. She's lost 2. I don't care if he dies, because he's not a companion, so that's fine. What's she gonna do? We should probably just try and get in some hits. I'm tempted to push them back again, though. I wonder if we can whip the back guy. That would be good, and then Sidarius can mash him. We've only got this person that's going to attack us. What she should do is try and kill him. Oh, that didn't go so well. Never mind. Yeah, they could have skipped that fire evasion. That's what I feel like too. It just doesn't really add anything. It doesn't look great. Okay, we're going to use him to try and kill this guy. So he has this thing called Mind Blast where he can attack people from range. Whoa, that was boss. Yeah, and he basically bursts their minds. Yeah, so that went well for us. We're going to do pushback this time. Actually, we probably should do... who's he going to attack? That's my worry right now. I think he can hit him. Let's just get rid of his armor. Whoa, he's really powerful. Like, that was really good. Okay, can he actually attack anyone? He can hit him. Is it worthwhile doing that? Oh, well, we didn't know. Oh, well, that was good. Okay, Morwen again. So, she's going to... attack? Should she attack? Yeah, we can probably kill him. He's 9, so we've got only her and Yavik, to be honest. I'm not getting the red yellow bars. Oh yeah, sorry, I should have explained that. So red is health, yellow is what we call power, which is like special ability stuff. And then the other stuff is like buffs and debuffs. So he gives a buff to people next to him. She's got a buff from Yavik and a debuff. I don't know what. I think the debuff's from something that the Slinger did. Okay, what do we want to do? I just don't really like this Slinger being there. Is my hatred, but I think we're probably just gonna kick him back. Try and minimize damage right now. The Slinger's gonna hit us anyway, though, so Slinger could go for anyone. We're not worried about him because he's got really high block. She's actually got really high block at the moment. It's him that we probably want to be worried about, but do we really care? He is quite useful. No, let's just try and kill the Slinger. So yellow bars are required for special attacks. Yes and no, it doesn't regenerate unless you have a special item. So Yavek can get the special item which helps him regenerate. Okay, he's out of power now, so we're going to try and kill this guy. That was brilliant. This guy is really coming through. He's not even a companion. He doesn't even have a name. He's just called Executor, and he literally is, he's carrying out his job. We can't hit him because he's too far away. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to curse him with something called Bane. Watch Sidarius' eyes when we do this. Bane. That animation makes all the other animations worth it. At least in my opinion. Always take out the weakest link, lower your potential to get attacked. Absolutely right. Although, if they can't hit you, it does depend. But yes, I see what you're saying. Okay, we will definitely be able to kill this guy, so we're just going to go in and do some simple attacks right now. Wow, he got his brain melted. That was brilliant. That went really well. I think she lost 2 HP. That was a brilliant one. You were quickly finishing off stragglers and gathering your team after the skirmish when a wounded priest stumbles out of the back entrance. Panting, he tells you that the warehouse is cleared out, but a group of abolitionists managed to break out and escape through rooftops towards the south. Ooh, knocked my headphone out. Is death permanent for a character? I have a sneaky suspicion, yes, but if they lose all their HP, they don't die. They go into like downed mode, and they can still come back from that. Also, you can get them healed. It takes time though. But yeah, there is permadeath in this, I think, but it's harder to get than you think. At least we're in the prologue anyway, so it's a bit easier. Panting, he tells you that the warehouse is cleared out. Also, just as an FYI, we're actually fighting against slave abolitionists. So the bad guys in this scenario are people that want to abolish slavery, because wanting to abolish slavery is illegal in the new empire. So yeah, just putting that out there. Sidarius beckons you and you start to run. You catch up with your fleeing foes as they descend from a low building's roof onto an abandoned street. One of them, an archer, spots you and lets loose an arrow. Historically speaking, that's normal. Yeah, you're absolutely right. And obviously it's based on kind of Roman era. Well, 1,000 years after the Roman era, which is kind of like the medieval period. But yeah, it's taking that time period, isn't it? Still, going around and chasing down anti-slavery campaigners and killing them is pretty excessive. It pierces the throat of one of your fighters who tumbles to the ground. Sidarius charges ahead with a war cry. Your group and theirs clash moments later. Okay, well, yeah, another combat. Great! This one is going to be hard for us. They have 2 ranged guys, so we're probably going to get in a bit of a mess right now. What I'm actually going to do is something weird. So I'm going to deploy her here, because that will mean that this guy can't attack her. And we're going to put Yavik in the corner as well, because he's ranged, so it doesn't matter. Technically, he does have a sword. Maybe we'll show you that this round. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like this at all. 18 power, my god. This one's going to be rough. I'm just forewarning everybody right now. Critical. Straight off the bat. What a joke. Why do they all have so much? Oh my god. This is bad. Okay, right. Inspire. She's already got 6 health. 6. That is ridiculous. God damn. There's not much we can really do here, to be honest. She's just gonna have to go in. She could. No, she can't actually do anything. Wow, he just blocked it. What a joke. She's kind of gonna die whatever we do, really. We really, really, really need her not to die, though. So we're gonna just kind of waste Yavik's turn, buffing her. Okay, I think what we should do right now is actually use Bane to maybe get down the archer. How much damage does this person do? Wait, what? That's Krifta. Okay, she's in the main game. So poison arrow, we don't want that. 2 to 3, they can only do maximum 4 damage. 4, 4. 4, 4. They're all kind of 4s, but still, like, 4's pretty high. I think we're going to go with the ranged one. So we're going to actually... No, I don't think this is worthwhile. I'm probably going to regret this, but we're just going to attack. Actually, that went pretty well. Okay, we're going to get Yavek in with some... We might have to actually put him in close combat, but that's the last resort. Let's just try and kill off one of the guys. Didn't go so well. Okay, we're going to get mashed now. Yeah, okay, his block is really high, so he should be okay. Her evade's been buffed. Oh, this is bad. So she's actually going to be swapped now. How many people have we got? Slinger. I think we might actually want to... We could toy with moving her back. Because that would mean that she's going to be harder to hit from range. And we got 2 ranged people. But that would mean that when it comes around to her turn, she wouldn't have a turn. I think, unfortunately... Right now, we're going to have to move it to the back. Otherwise she'll die. They're just going to shoot Yavek instead. Great. That's not good, is it? Oh no, he's been poisoned or something. Oh, he's been poisoned. That's bad. Remo. Oh man, this is going very badly. Bad. Okay, let's try and kill this guy. Wow. Even Sidarius is failing us. Okay, we really need to kill someone right now. Die. She's just going to shoot someone and do a ridiculous amount of damage. Yavek's going to die. Okay, well, I'm not really here for this right now, but, you know, what can we really do? Oh man, it's the range guys. The range guys are just like... Can we get him to move to the back? No. Oh, we just wasted our turn. Lol. That was such a waste. Nobody judge me right now. Oh man, this is excruciating. Okay, we're getting some lucky rolls. Kill her off. I don't like her at all. She's causing us some trouble right now. Okay, let's use one more on her. Has she still got the effects? She does for this round, so we'll buff her again next turn. We're going to... We can't kick him because it won't work. I'm just going to attack. Then we're going to get killed. Oh no, she went for Starius, that's okay. His armor's very high. Okay, yeah, this is what we want. We want them to all just go for Sidarius, to be honest. God, he's so close to dying. I feel like I should buff them, but I want to kill stuff. Kill. Okay, Yavek, then Sidarius. Yeah, let's kill this guy, and then we can start going in for the ranged people. Oh man. How can a slinger be that good? Like, what is this? Ridiculous. Okay, Sidarius, my friend, please kill this guy. No! You're supposed to kill him! Damn it! Well, you got punished. Yes, sir, child. Oh man, she's not in a good way. Not in a good way at all! Oh god! Fear for you. Okay, can she actually so strafe, hit 2 adjacent enemies in the same row. Now she won't be able to hit here because it's too far. Not a criticism, but what made you choose this game? It's off the charts. What do you mean? As in, like, it's good? Or like it's weird? I follow a streamer, a YouTuber called Nucrium, and he played it. To be honest, he plays games that I like nearly all the time. Every game he plays nearly that I like. So he's a real support. He gets, I think he gets stuff for free from indie developers because he's a big like supporter of indie games and free games and stuff. So yeah, I just found it because of him, I suppose. It's also very similar to another game that I've played called Battle Brothers. So probably it said, oh, like recommended. Battle Brothers is actually very similar to this, I suppose. It's very different style, but it's similar. Okay, let's just kill this guy. Brilliant. Okay, now we can start doing some real damage. So what we're gonna do is, do they have any armor? She does. Well, anyway, let's just attack this guy. Wow, that went quite well. And Sidarius is going to, he can't actually attack two because they're not in the front row. So he's just gonna, he could actually kill that guy if he gets lucky. Yes. Okay. Wow. An incredible amount of luck right now. So she's gonna move back here to protect herself. Grift is probably gonna kill Yavek. Oh god. Okay, so a companion is downed after losing all their vit. They're not removed but can not perform actions. They receive their down vit. When they're out of action, if they lose it, yeah, they basically become severely wounded. Be sure to protect your down companions. So we can actually, what we can do now is we can actually bring a down companion back from the dead because we were given this at the start as a buff. So we're going to bring him back because if he's downed, wait, did that work? Wait, no, what? Boost the innie? Oh my god, what the hell did I just do? Oh my god, we completely messed this. If you lose a battle, is it game over? It's the prologue, so I doubt it, but I suppose, who knows? What we're going to do now is something weird. We're going to actually use Bane on this woman because we want her accuracy as low as possible so she can't even hit us at all. And then we're going to move her. This is a risky move. Very risky. But we're going to do this. She'll probably kill us now. No. She targeted Sidarius. Okay, well that was just pure luck. Ah! Oh my god, she dodged it. That was bad. That was real bad. She's going in for Yavek, probably. Oh god, just die. Anyone but Yavek. No! He's gonna die! Oh my god, he's dead! Oh my god. Holy shit. I've actually never had that happen before. Jesus Christ. Die, you fucking wanker. Excuse my language. Oh my god. And she's just dodging around everywhere, like... Please don't fall. If you get down, we're completely buggered. Die! No! Die, damn it! Oh my god! We're gonna fail! We're gonna actually fail the game. Why won't she die? How much health have you got? Well, yeah. Okay. We're dead. We're basically dying, Monica Luigi. Our companions are all mashed. And we are not doing well. The only one that's still alive is Sidarius, who isn't even our companion. Oh my god. Okay, well, yeah. This is bad. This is real bad. I did not... When I played the prologue on my own, I did not do this badly. Oh, God. Slim. It was very slim, Shu. Very slim. Oh, the pain. I don't even know what's going to happen. Yavek actually died. Like, he might be dead. Oh, okay. I feel like it's the prologue. We're going to get some kind of... Something will help us. We're in a bad way. Okay, you've taken a prisoner, blah, blah, blah. So basically, we won, but the archer manages to get away. So the archer that killed all our characters has escaped. I would have liked to chop her limbs off, to be honest, but okay. Her men sacrificed themselves to save her. There's no point trying to catch her as your own companions are fairly badly bruised themselves. You trudge back to the warehouse, now secured by the Sinthropides. The irony of all this is, actually, in my playthrough in the normal game, the person who killed our characters is on my squad. Let's just let that sink in for a minute. Grifter is on my squad. The streets are a grim sight. Bodies or parts of them lie everywhere. Mostly abolitionists, but quite a lot of novices too. An executor reports to Sidarius. Apparently all but a handful of the enemy was slain, while they lost a priest, 2 executioners, and a dozen novices. In spite of that, it's clearly visible that they're related by the bloodshed. They've taken a prisoner who's being questioned as testified by the painful cries coming from the warehouse. Sidarius tells you to wait here while he personally interrogates the captives. So basically what's going to happen now is, from now on, we're going to have this bit of a conflict. So Yavik hates torture and anything to do with slaves because he used to be a slave. So we've got a bit of a choice of, do we want to, piss Sidarius off, or do we care? I think what we should do is say, let them know we don't like these methods. Anyway, we're not going to lose anything really, but we did get disapproving looks. Unfortunately, Vagrus, you are not in charge here, and this being a matter of utmost importance to the Empire, I am glad that such a weakness in judgment does not hinder our efforts. The painful cries and sobs escalate shortly after Sidarius enters their warehouse, only turning to dead silence after a couple of minutes, so they killed them. We got 10 insight. Okay, this is good. We might be able to upgrade our characters if we've got any left. Sergorod is with us, Vagrus. We have struck a major blow to the enemy. Judging from the contraband in this building, these abolitionists have been smuggling goods they took from Comitati and other travelers for years now. The tunnel they dug under the wall... Oh, excuse me. Always talking takes it out of you. Need a drink. The tunnel they dug under the wall that connects to the warehouse confirms this. The Black Knights say is bristling. So your choices in dialogue affect your skills. Yeah. You get more insight depending on what you do. I think in the prologue it's basically, you get them regardless of what you do most of the time. But I think that there's definitely things you can do wrong. Our prisoner was kind enough to tell his friends, though. There are 3 camps hidden in Arenas Vorax, where they direct their attacks from, each no more than several days of travel from Avernum to the south and east. Our next move is to strike at these camps now that their operation in the city is eliminated. Their supporters and allies will lay low for a while after today's show of force. He pauses, looking at you with a piercing gaze. I've decided that we'll join your comitatus and help us seek these camps in the wasteland. We can do... No way, I've done all you asked. It's supposed to end here. I may go along with you on this, but you'll have to give me more than promises now. Fair enough. Not like I can deter you. Well, any of these make no difference, I don't think. So, this doesn't get us anything, because I've done it before. I don't really feel like refusing him is probably a good thing. I think we're just going to go, yeah, sure, fine, whatever. Wise, Vagrus. Very wise. You're a true son of the Empire. The knight says as he steps closer. Just so you know, if you defy the will of Sergorod, a terrible curse will be placed on you and your crew. This geas will not be lifted until I say so. Consider your comitatus commandeered until this business is finished. This didn't happen to me before, so obviously we pissed him off by questioning him about the slave thing. From this point onwards, you and your crew are always accompanied by Sergorodites. Yavik says nothing, but you can feel his ire. Is it directed at you? Okay, well, great. Before you leave the site of the brutal fight, Sidarius turns to you. So that you know how valuable your aid is to the Empire and its tireless servants, I want you to know this. I hereby vow on the name of Sergorod that should you aid me in eliminating the threat of these abolitionists and help me capture their leader, I shall set you free from your services and see to it you'll be most handsomely rewarded. The knight has a constipated look, like someone who has a really time admitting something. He clears his throat. Now I hope that this suffices. Go and see to your business here quickly. We'll set out as soon as you are able. You take your leave and trudge back to the mansion with your companions, bruised and bone-tired. Bruised and bone-tired, half of them are dead. A platoon of Sergorod executors are already in the inn, blah, 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 blah. Okay, well, let's find out. Okay, it seems that they're not dead. He's got one vit. I reckon that... Well, okay, he's got this blessing thing. 10 accuracy, 5 critical. That was useful. Oh, God, he's severely wounded. Oh, Jesus. Well, yeah, we're going to need him in future. She's not severely wounded as well, is she? She's wounded. Oh, God. This is bad. We're in a mess. We are gonna need... There's gonna be more fighting. There'll be more fighting, guys. This ain't good. Okay, wait. Who are you in the game? The dialogue. Is it speaking to you at times, or am I misreading? Yeah, so this is us. Tiberius Aburo. A trader. Human. Our ambition is wealth, and our background is a veteran. Yeah, but you just can't really... Yeah, you're the manager. You can... They don't let you fight, but you can do stuff to help. It's a bit of an odd mechanic, but I kind of like it. It works. Okay. Oh, God. Okay. We're in a bad, bad way. Okay, we need to think about... Why are we resting? I didn't click rest. Well... Yeah, he doesn't fight, but he just leads the team. Well, yeah, our companions are pretty mashed up, but... You know... Okay. Well, there's nothing we can do right now, because apparently we've been forced to end the day, even though we have full movement points. So let's end the day. Healed to wounded. Wow, that was boss. Okay, we used herbs and it helped them. Okay, that's good. Okay, so we need to do a few things. We need to go to the fighting pits and seek out the medicos. So we're going to need a lot. They're not permadeath. Yeah, so whether it's the prologue or not, they're not permadeathed. We actually have a lot of medical supplies. We're going to buy more, though, because we're going to need them. Yeah, so we can nurse them back to health. For a while. Okay. Yeah, we got our reinforced cars. That is a lot of money! What? Okay, well, fine. We ordered them. Oh, dear. We don't have any metal scraps left. No, we don't. No, we have no food. The cost of life. Yeah. Well, that was an upgrade we got for our carts. So we got this thing called reinforced cart wheels. Why wouldn't it let us equip it though? It has to go here. We have our dogs there. We want these. Oh, that's weird. Okay. Yeah, it gives us +2 max march, which, well, I don't know. It's not really... March isn't really that great because it pisses your people off. And I don't really... Well, 10 flee, we're probably not going to need that anyway. Oh, well, whatever. Do we actually... Yeah, let's explore the city again. 3 brothers from Lanac seek you out on return to the Mansia after you've spent several hours exploring the city. The brothers heard about your comitatus and your destination in the east. They'd like to share the burden of the road. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, sure. Why not? Don't see why we shouldn't do that. I wonder if we can find some way to heal our companions better in the city before we leave. So, she's hurt 2 days. He's wounded. Which, okay, that's not so bad. Yeah, you can. So, when you, although we can always go back to it. So, if you press this book, This is called the... oh my god, I can't actually remember what it's called. I've forgotten the name. Anyway, it has all the stuff in. So, like, for example, Lanac. Unread ones are here. We need to read a lot of these. The Imperial City of Lanac. Several tall watchtowers. In the last episode, we read a lot more of this. Like, all this stuff. But I don't know how much of this we really want to read. Yeah, it's basically like an encyclopedia, yeah. Lanac has several tall watchtowers made of dark stone, but most of the city is underground, safe from the deadly sun, either under the great sandstone domes with holes, or even deeper in the ancient tectum. Lol, sounds like rectum. That was converted to the house thousands. Tunnels and corridors are its streets. No, give me action. I knew you'd say that. Well, in fairness, I don't think we're ever actually going to go to... we don't need to... The thing is, there's like this. We don't need to know that. This, a fellow traveller, fine. Bros is the type of money that we use. Like, why would we need to know that? I think Tectum's an area on the map, maybe, or something. Where's... oh, also the map. I don't know if we looked at the map much. The map's actually really cool. Where's Lanac again? Not sure. It's one of the big cities, I think. At least I thought it was. Maybe it's not. Unsure. When you play the normal game, you start here and you basically like travel up the road towards here. And what I did is go up this way and kind of down there, and then I'm coming slowly back over, kind of just trading between the settlements to try and get some money together, so I could get a bit more based. This has all the stuff in it, which is weird because in the normal game it doesn't actually have what the hell's that? Ivitrig. Oh, Jesus. Hive. Tectum Horgius. Tectum Carvos. I presume this is Tectum, like, I don't know, the Searing Plains? I don't know. Arenas Vorax? Who knows? I think it's very much not Earth. Yes, you're right, yeah. Yeah. It looks a bit like kind of a... like a Game of Thrones map, just the way it's kind of set out. Yeah, you're right. It's I think what I kind of meant is that it's inspired by, you know, very much inspired by. But I suppose all fantasy is really so. Yeah, the map's really cool. I actually like the thought, and it's really kind of like Tolkien-esque in look as well. The way the map works. Okay, so we can go to the Medicos. We've already done that. There is a way. I think it's in the next place that we go. There is a way where we can get healed. They can help us heal. But maybe it's in one of the temples. Maybe not. No, we don't need that. Okay, no, it doesn't look like we're going to get any help here. We're just going to have to, yeah, it's very Tolkien. The way it looks. Yeah, I suppose, yeah, the font's different and it's a bit more kind of rugged. But I like it though. And I also like, I really like how they put a lot of effort into like the UI of the map. How like, so like you go from this to, you know, this. Like, I don't know why that, I find that really appeasing. And like, look, it's like a map as well, like over the top. I don't know. I just think that's boss. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe that's just me. We don't need to go back to school now, do we? Ask if he can lend you muscle. We do need... This is lower than the local price. The music is so anxiety inducing. Really? What, the general music of the game? You think so? Is it really loud? I've got it quite loud for you guys as well. Like, I wanted to be able to, you to be able to hear the music. In fairness, I don't actually have the music for the game, like, because it costs more money to get the proper music. I probably should buy it. Okay, wait, is there an overarching mission that you're on in this game? So, we're meant to be taking some metal scraps from Scrap Heap to somewhere called Devon and selling them to make money for the Comitatus, but we've obviously been sidetracked massively and got roped into this whole investigation involving Sidarius. So, yeah, not really anymore. We're going to take these fighters from Scornar. I wonder if he wants to sell us anything that could be useful. Some bogweed. I think bogweed's illegal. I'm not really sure. I think it's like a kind of marijuana substitute, but I'm not sure. Well, we don't have 3. Do we have 3? Oh, we only have 3 cargo slots because we don't have any food logs, so we need to buy some food anyway. Okay, let's go. We need to buy... Oh, God, we need to do a lot of stuff. We're kind of broke again. Okay, let's stock up and get out of this town. So we're going to get ripped off and buy a lot of supplies. The music uses a flanger effect, if I got that right. The wavering effect is meant to bring about the post-apocalypse feeling. Wow, maybe that's right. It's unsettling but intentional. Very interesting. I think as well, like, I should probably have bought the music. Like, I'm streaming the game. What, you know, probably should buy the music. But maybe I'll do that for next time. I will write a note. Buy music. I wonder how good it is, though. Maybe, I wonder if there's a sample. Okay, we're going to buy a whole load of supplies. Do I have enough money? Lol. I think it's saying we don't have enough money. Ah, hilarious. Okay, let's sell some copper. Oh my god, supplies are so expensive. Your sound quality is good, by the way. What mic are you using? So I have a Rode. Oh my god, I can't because I've got a thing. I'll show you the box. But NT USB Mini by Rode. My partner actually got me it as a gift, and then I started streaming. But to be honest with you, I think a lot more important is the filters that I added onto the software that I use to stream. I actually don't know how much it is. I don't think it's that expensive though. Rode NT USB Mini. It is. The thing is, like, mine's gonna come up in euros. It says €95 where I'm from. Whether that's accurate or not, I don't know. Oh wow, you can get a podcasting stand for it. That's cool. I didn't know that. But no, yeah. So I just added a lot of filters onto my audio input on. I use OBS. Yeah. OBS, and that has a massive impact on audio because some of my earlier streams were terrible. Yeah, so sell. I think we're just gonna have to sell all this copper. Let's just do it. Oh man, it's such a waste. We need a lot of supplies, and I know they're not cheap, but we're gonna need them. We need to go at least to Utravar. I think Vitra has cheap supplies though. So when we're there we can buy more. These are battles. No, these are money drop-offs. These are combat. But this combat will give us, all of these combats will give us items. So we want to sell off our metal by then. was weird. I think my stream quality just dropped there for a minute. That was odd. Yeah, so we're going to have to buy supplies anyway. Probably just feel like one more is going to be a lot. So let's get 196 and see where that gets us to. Yeah, 5. I think that's fine. I don't really want to get too ripped off, and I'm pretty sure supplies are cheaper in both of those cities, so that's good for us. We've still got 3 slots left, actually. I wonder if we could get bogweed and sell it in Utravar from Skornar. Would that be... So 3... We could sell it as 3-7. So is Skornar going to give us a good price is the question. He's going to give us 4-3. We're not going to make much money from that, to be honest. It's going to be better buying other stuff and maybe leaving a space just in case something happens. So let's have a look. What can we buy in Avernum that's shit that we can sell okay in Utravar? I don't think there's very much, if I remember correctly. Okay, so these images right here, the illustration. So they change over time if you advance. What do you mean? Like, what images? This stuff? Oh, yes, yeah, sorry. So that is the illustration for where we are right now. So that will change, yeah. Sorry, I've been in Avernum this whole time. Yeah. This is just Avernum's illustration. You don't mean this? Oh yeah. Sorry, I think there's a slight bit of lag actually on the comments maybe, even though I've set it up so there shouldn't be. But yeah, that's just the place. I promise you we'll leave Avernum. We will. We will in this stream. Okay, yeah, so I feel like my I'm just going to check something because I feel like the quality of my... Maybe there's something ticking away in the background, something that's annoying me. Something's going on. Let's just turn a few things off. No, we should be okay. It seems trivial, but meant a lot to me. No, I completely understand. And actually, the other illustrations are really cool. Okay, so dyes, dried fruit. No, I don't think there's anything we can buy that actually makes us a profit in Utravar. Oh, iron. God, but that's a lot of money though. And we don't really have that. We could buy any metal. Any metal. Linen will give us a 2 profit. I'm in Asia, don't mind me. What does that mean? In what respect? Oh, do you mean like the how far? I see what you're saying. The lag on the stream comments. You know what? That's something we don't appreciate in modern day. Like, how cool is that someone can play a game thousands and thousands of miles away and someone else can watch them? Like, wow. Mushroom beer. This is what we said, isn't it? We said mushroom beer was going to be good because it gives us 3. It's cheap, so it doesn't need a lot of money to invest. And yeah. I wonder if that's worth it though. I think metal's gonna bag us more money as a percentage. Yeah, it is, isn't it? Any metal's gonna bag us more, but we don't have very much money. So we could probably buy like 1 iron. No, we can't even buy 1 iron. I appreciate it. In 2000, I was chatting with people globally from the US on a shitty computer. Yeah, I know, it really is mad, and like, look where we are now. In fairness, I'm probably streaming way too high quality as well. I need to look at that. Okay, so what we'll do then is we'll buy some... We'll buy some bronze or something, like... We'll buy bronze or copper, like 2 things of it. Actually, you know what? Let's just not do this. I don't think we need to do this right now. Let's just go. I think we've done everything we need. We got the buff because it helped us when we can't get it again. Hey man, this is a third world country and you're streaming awesome. Very little lag, all things considered. Keep it up. Thanks so much. To be honest, part of that, and most of that, is actually just that I have ridiculously good internet because we pay an arm and a leg for it. Well, probably not that expensive, but... So the quality for you, just out of interest, Bashu, is the quality on your end good? There's no like buffering or anything? Visit the sorcerer. I think we've done everything with it. I'm just getting really paranoid that we're missing something now. I don't think... Oh, we need to buy guys. Whoa, that was close if we'd have left. Okay, we need to try and get rid of this thing, or at least have it like this. I pay top-notch too. $33 a month. Yeah, I think the thing is, it's kind of the only way to go, really. Like, it does bleed you dry, but it's usually worth it. Oh, that's brilliant. Wow. Well, yeah, because I think my stream's like locked to 180p, and Twitch don't allow you to... Is it decoding? I'm not techie enough to know that, but Twitch don't allow decoding automatically for anyone other than partners. Sometimes you can get it if they have free space available. Do we need more than 10 fighters is the question. This might cause us an issue. We might have to come back. I'm just filthy rich. I'm sure some people say that. I'm sure like some billionaires sit back and they just think, wow, I'm filthy rich. They probably get off on it as well. Jeff Bezos and his rocket. I'm filthy rich. Oh, also, we need to upgrade our characters and buy some stuff. We got 30 insight. Okay. Do we need any more of these? Traverse. Turn march to movement. We don't really need that. Although it is useful. It is very useful, actually. Encourage. Oh, I'm going to buy that. That's so good. It costs 10, though. Let's upgrade our characters. So we're going to upgrade Yavek because I think he is very useful to upgrade. We can get some really cool stuff with him. Regenerate power. Then again, we've got Sidarius now, and he's boss to upgrade because he's got really cool things. Carefully, he owns Twitch, he might hear you. Oh god, no, please. I highly doubt he's going to care about one Twitch streamer with like 2 viewers. He owns everything. Wow. So I say we'll probably say goodbye, Bishu, because you'll magically lose your internet connection now. Some tiny little penis-shaped rocket's gonna fly over to you. We can't actually get Conduit because he needs prowess 4 and we're actually locked to prowess 3. We can get Die Hard. We can get immovable. We could buy that now. Immune to being moved, but we don't really care about that. Terrifying is pretty awesome. How do we get that? We can actually just equip that straight away. Does he already have that? No. No. I think we'll probably want to upgrade his skills though, like Bane is really good. How much does it get upgraded by? This is the annoying thing. I would love to be able to hover over this and see what the like upgraded version is. I suppose you can actually upgrade them and then see, because we're gonna be doing a lot of combat in the near future. So we really do need to think about upgrading these characters. Sedaris is going to be doing the main amount of work. So let's definitely upgrade him. Also, it costs us like no insight. We can actually upgrade all our characters to level 3 and we'll still have some insight left. All strength with everything and brute force it. We could do that. Depends on the character though. Like, also, you haven't really, because we've only been in Avernum, you haven't really seen the survival element. The main way you die isn't combat. It's actually like starvation or having problems on the road. Okay, we're gonna get terrifying because I think having a 10% accuracy penalty against anyone is awesome. And then, is that worth it though? Maybe we want to upgrade his skills instead. Prowess 3, strong-minded. Let's upgrade him fully to 3 and let's see what we can get. So, can we upgrade Cleave? Prowess 3, Mighty 3. He's got Prowess 3 though. Yeah. That saps up a lot of our things. So we could go, and then Bane is the one that's less accuracy. That's also very useful. We use them a lot. So these are the two I use the most because really, yeah, these are the two I use the most. It's just going to make, I presume it's just going to make it more powerful. Does it matter if your character is a magician or whatever? Do they have, forgot what it's called, class, like warrior versus magician? So, I don't actually know the answer to that. I know that there's roughly, but you can, because they come in with a certain skill set, but you can adapt them. So like the really important thing is this here, which is the deputy box. We'll learn about that later. It's not been unlocked yet in the prologue. I really wanted to get terrifying. Like, that's really annoying me that we can't get that. 10% accuracy penalty. Well, it's not that much. It's 10%. Like, it's way better to upgrade that. I suppose that's an active skill. Now we need to dump some of his proficiency points in whatever's left. We can't actually upgrade him anymore, so this is it. We're gonna make him into a combat-based character. He's gonna hit multiple people and be a debuff on accuracy. I don't really like Vengeance. It's good, but I feel like this is better, really. Just the style of play. We don't really need any of these. I think we might actually just put a point in survival because foraging is really useful. We're not really gonna, well, we are gonna use scouting, but are we gonna really need it? We could like roleplay it and just put loads into intimidation and religion. We're not gonna be able to get any more of these skills, so we might as well dump it. We could leave him with some proficiency, but that seems very inefficient. Let's just do that, because scouting, why not? And intimidation. And I don't know. Perceptive. Who cares? Okay. Well, we're going to confirm it, so that's what we're going to do. Then we are going to upgrade. Do we want any more of these things before we burn off all our points? That is useful, but we're not really bothered about that. The only one that would really be good for us is Traverse. But we don't, if we're clever, we won't need that. These skills are also very useful, and they don't cost much, but we can mop up with that afterwards, because as we discussed earlier, it's actually more efficient to upgrade companions first. So we're going to plow all our money into Yavik as well. And what we're going to do with him is we want to upgrade Premonition and Mind Blast. Now, Hypnosis is useful, but it doesn't need upgrading, and neither does Receding Swing. So to get Premonition, we want Perceptive 2, Strong-Minded 3. Okay. And then to get Mind Blast, we want Savvy 2, Strong-Minded 3. That worked out quite well for us. And we got 9 left. We can't get it this high. We actually just physically can't, because we can't upgrade them any further than this. He can also get Spell Penetration. Now, actually, this doesn't matter with him, because we can't. Anyway, I can't be bothered to explain, but we don't need to be bothered about that with him. Conduit would be incredibly useful, but we can't get it. So would Channeling, but I'm not sure we can actually get. We can't get that. Yeah, I had this issue last time. A 1 proficiency point off. What a ball ache. But I think we're okay. From past experience, it's not that much of an issue. There's nothing we could have taken away, is there? Perceptive 2, Perceptive 2, Strong-Minded 3, Savvy 2. No, nothing we could have done. I think we've done that pretty well, though, with those skills synchronizing there. Need to drink seriously bad. Okay, we're gonna bosh loads of stuff into okay, let's do Herb Law, Beast Law, probably Survival is best, to be honest. Scouting's not that important as that. Yeah, let's go Survival. That will use up everything. Okay, we're done. We've done it. We're just going to go with it. And Morwen, we can actually upgrade her as well. So we can upgrade everyone to the highest level. And we'll still have 7 insight left. So with her, we already have Die Hard because we've got an item that will give us that. So we don't need to worry about that too much. Thick Skull will be boss, but it's very hard to get because we need tough 3. So we don't want to burn points on that. Strafe is awesome, so we're going to get that. Can we get Devastating Blow? Which one's good? Savage Kick is good, isn't it? Tough 2, Mighty 2. It's a lot of points. We can't even get it. Haha, we can't get it. Oh well, that's fine. And what about Whiplash? I don't really see that much of a point really getting that, but it's quite easy to get. That would leave us with 1 though. What about Devastating Blow? Mighty 2. Yeah, we might just want to go with that. It would be good to get some more hunting though. Like, hunting is really useful. It would be good to get hunting. I think actually we want to do that instead. Because look, we got Strafe. Then again, why are we bothering upgrading Mighty 2 if we're not doing anything else? Yeah, like, we could just go... Yeah, the thing is, that is only useful because it pushes them back. Yeah, okay, bleeding would be good, but it's not really that great. And you don't... yeah, bleeding would be good. This is so annoying. Tough 2, Mighty 2. No, we can't get it anyway, so that's made the decision for us. This one is just a one-person hit. Like, is it that good? Is it worth burning all our skill points on? Probably is. Lol. And we could still get Beast Law. Hunting now, we could get Hunting 3. Hunting 3 is really good. No, we're not going to do this. I'm more worried about us dying. I'm more worried about us dying from, you know, lack of food than actually dying from combat. We should be okay in combat. You know what? I'll say this now and then we'll die in some kind of combat experience. So we're going to go full hunting and slightly increase. We're going to go hunting, and herb law. And Skulker, apparently. Why not? And charismatic. Innate ability to inspire devotion. Appease settlement. Okay, yeah, we're going to go with that. Cool, we're done. So we've graded all our characters to the max level, which is hilarious. We've obviously just done very well in the interaction so far. We still have 7 insight left. It's a survival game too. Yeah, I'm going to try and show some of that before the end of the stream. We're just not doing very well doing that. So we can put points in. We might actually want to wait until we can get more points. I don't really see though how attributes have any impact on... Oh, they have... Oh, it's test chances. Yeah, that's fair. We don't really need... We need perceptive and savvy, like, they're the good ones, but it's probably best to actually just get, like, hunting. Navigation is scouting. So, if I remember correctly, Beast Law is really good because it just says increased chance, not slightly increased chance. So we could, like, think about upgrading that to, like, full. Actually, you know what? Healer might be good. Healing base chance. We're going to need that a lot. There's also another one that has healing, I swear. Is it? So there's another that had healing in it. No, maybe there isn't. Okay, well, we're going to get some of healer because we actually need that right now. So it's almost worth putting all of our points in healing. Yes, we're going to do this. I know it's rogue, but that's just what we're going to do, because that's what I want to do. All our companions are on ridiculously low health, and that's definitely the best thing for us to do right now. Okay, cool, right. Well, I am very happy. What if you go full throttle on resources, and then you... do you get more points to spend on fighting as a result? What do you mean by that? As in here, you mean? We will also get, by the way, more insight as we go through the game. Every time you discover like a new place, you can spend on attributes like hunting. I'll show you what will happen, but hunting is like a way of gaining food when you're on the road. So it's really useful because it means that you stave off starvation a lot of the time, and also you're not losing all that money that you spend. You see how much money I sunk into buying resources? But no, I suppose in theory we won't get more points to spend on fighting abilities. But actually we did that with our companions, really, didn't we? So it's not really that big of a deal. Okay, well, let's go. I think we're happy. I should probably buy some more. You spent a long time on the screen where you have ingots. Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Looking at this screen, I'm obsessed with this screen. Yeah, because I just look at stuff and I'm like, what should I do here? Okay, so let's have a think. So we're going to go to Ultravar. Resources are very, very important, yeah, because it makes you money, but also if you run out of food, you die. You literally fail the game. If you run out of food in like 2 days, you're done. So that's 2 to 3 days. So we're definitely going to have enough food to get there, and we can buy cheaper supplies when we're there. We can also hunt on the way, so that's fine. We don't need to do anything else. We probably should buy some more fighters. You can use money to upgrade your characters. No, you can't. You can buy equipment, but not directly to upgrade your characters. Like this, we might want to think about getting this later on. But no, I suppose in theory you can't directly upgrade your characters using money. Oh man, we had so many and it didn't even get rid of that thing. Well, that was probably a faux pas, but never mind. We will go with it anyway. So we're going to leave. We're going to leave Avernum. Okay, grim-faced Sergorodites approach you with slaves in tow that carry amphorae full of supplies. My contribution to the journey, the Black Knight says. Oh my god, what the hell? He's giving us free supplies. I even knew this. Why did I do this again? I get it. You know, in some games, money is God, which means resources are God. If you can sell resources, yeah. So, yes, money is everything, but it's not the way that you grade your... Well, it's hard to really say, but yeah, I suppose it's a close to money as a God game, but not completely. Oh my god, we just got dumped loads of supplies. Unbelievable. Like... Oh my god.
With the Black Knight's investigation concluded in Avernum, we were yet again chained to his will and purpose. Commandeered from our original venture, we set out across vast plains of sand and rock in search of escaped slaves that preyed upon travelers. We could only dream that we'd make it out of this predicament alive and could return to our journey eastwards.
So, you upgrade characters by getting insight, which we've actually maxed out. Yeah, the guy was the best graphics yet. Yeah, so you get insight by like discovering stuff and doing things in interactions. Then you put it into companions, into their prowess. But we've actually maxed out all of our companions already. Okay, so we're gonna go. So we're gonna head towards Utravar. Down here on the left. We're gonna hope that we don't bump into anything on the way. So the way you want to kind of gain the system is you want to go to 8 movement. Then you rest. And when you click these things, it takes you 2 movement to hunt and forage. Now the reason why we're doing that is because if you don't leave 2 movement, it uses up 1 vigor, and vigor is very important to keep high. So these conversations were extremely important. Yeah, so I got massive amounts of insight from those interactions. And it's unlikely that actually other decisions would have allowed us to max out all our followers. I think in my version of the prologue, we didn't do that. So something that we did in there went very well. The Deputies pane is now active. Navigate to it by clicking the Assign Deputies button. Deputies are officers in your comitatus. So basically, we can assign companions to be like leaders within our comitatus. So anyway, I'm just going to skip this because I know what we need to do. So she can be Scoutmaster. So she's going to help us with scouting. So we get more movement and scout. He's called Chief Handler, which is like the best job ever because it decreases consumption. Now, decreasing consumption is basically God. That's what you want to be doing. You want to be doing that because it's the best thing ever. Okay, cool. So yeah, we've done that, and everyone's happy. We're going to try and heal them. 18% critical fail. That is bad. Someone could die. If we hit critical fail, we'll die. Anyway, let's close that down. And we'll get this. Hopefully we don't get critical fail, otherwise we're going to be in big trouble. Okay, we didn't crit fail, but we failed both hunting and foraging, which is also slightly bad, but never mind. The scouting icon is now active. I don't really see that much of a point in scouting, like... Ugh. Basically, you can send scouts. It's actually way more complicated than it looks. But you can send scouts in all directions. You need to spend movement points equal to the highest MP cost direction rounded down. So basically 1 nearly all the time. Scouting is not without risks, they might die. So we don't really need to bother doing this, but we'll plug some anyway because the game's telling us we have to. We're going to go to 4 basically for definite. But what we'll do is we'll do this. We should have bought another scout actually. Yeah. So, you can see the results. If for critical success, there's more precise information. Yeah, so the only really important thing is these things here. So this is how likely you are to get an event. This is your hunting chance, which is very bad on both of these nodes. Well, actually, no, it says 13 to 23. Oh, interesting. 7 to 17. So actually, going to 4 is way better than going to 3. Yeah, so that's what we're going to do anyway. But we're actually going to go here because that will be 8, so that'll be perfect. I think we get an event at some point, but I'm not sure where. Okay, that's looking pretty good. 0 to 93. So we've upgraded our hunting quite high now. I'm cold. Yeah, our hunting's quite high. So actually we are doing really well from gathering resources. I wonder if the door's open or something. No. That's better. Okay, so we're going to try and heal again. And we basically got way more work first than we need, and we're paying a lot of money per day for upkeep. We're going to have to revise this when we go to the next town, maybe. Okay, so that went quite well. Unfortunately, hunting was a critical fail, so we got loss of vigor, which is bad, but we were on the highest, so that's fine. Foraging was good, and Yavik got increased to hurt, which is great. We're going to go straight to Utravar. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to have a little break, rest my voice, get a drink, and I will be back in a few minutes, and then we will delve into Utvorar, which is one of the tribal settlements. The art for this place is banging, so hold on, and I will be right back. Okay, so we're back. Let's delve into Utvorar, the City of Fire. Okay, so we're going to go, we got a bit of movement left, but we're going to go straight into the town. If you look as well, we did so well from our hunting and gathering that we didn't really lose that many supplies. So let's go into the city. So we have a new piece of art. Home to the eponymous Utvorar tribe of fire worshippers, this village is one of the few permanent settlements of the Sadirar folk have. Poised on the edge of a large, barren plateau, protected from the raging heat of nearby lava lakes, rows of soot-covered sand houses and tents await visitors. Everything is painted orange and red, the holy colours of the great fire spirit. Clothing, awnings, banners, and even faces. So it's basically a city that worships fire. Okay, so what we're probably going to do is, we're not going to do a lot here, but we're going to approach these young warriors. We might actually we're gonna get them to join us. Now, I've done this before, but the people in our own comitatus will get annoyed because we've mugged these people off. So we're gonna pay them, and we'll get 4 more fighters. Now, I know that's gonna mean we'll have a lot, but we're gonna need them at a certain point. So yes, okay, we're gonna be paying an arm and a leg for our upkeep and loads of food, but we're gonna need it. I seek out the shamans. So we're going to buy some more medical supplies, because if I remember correctly, they're really cheap here. So we're going to spend a lot of money on those. Well, actually, we do have a lot of medical supplies already. Let's just buy a couple. Okay. Ask about Utvarar. Most of them look perplexed on hearing your request, but an elderly shaman raises his head and starts to speak in a drawl. We are the Utvarar of the Sederar people. Our ancestors survived the burning that destroyed the great tribes of the forgotten people that poisoned the land. Before the skies opened and the burning was sent to the earth, our ancestors heeded the warnings from the great spirits and hid underground. Later, the spirits led our ancestors out into the searing plains and showed us how to survive and where to live. The Udvar are warriors and explorers, pioneers who fought great battles against the many horrors that lurked in the endless deserts and fields of fire, liquid fire to the north. Thus, the fire spirit adopted us and we adopted it. We command the flames and heat the land when we need to. We burn the dead and use great fires to craft things the other Sadiran cannot. And we, like all 4 tribes, send emissaries to the village of Sadirar, who guide our people in matters that concern us all. The other shamans nod in agreement after they realise the old man has concluded his speech. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to just 1 minute while I do something. Okay, so we're not going to do that because we haven't even been to Ritzra yet, so we're going to just take what you've learned. We're going to ask them about the last pilgrimage. Now, obviously, if you weren't here last week, then you won't know, but we bumped into a kind of, on our travels, we bumped into a body of people called the last pilgrimage, and they're like cursed people who walk around the land and kill travelers, basically. But we're going to ask them about it. You recount your encounters with spectral pilgrims. Yavik butts in here and there. The shamans ask some questions and then talk to each other in their native tongue. At length, one of them, a small man with a mangy mane of black hair, turns to you. We know little of these wandering spirits because we avoid them, just like everyone else. There's a fire burning inside them. But this fire is not of this world, not one with the flame of the fire spirit. It is kindled in a searing wound, reeking of disappointment, of betrayal. And the flashes you saw, we have heard no such account of such a thing. Whatever makes you and your people see them has to be the reason for the spectre's apparent attraction towards you, we believe. He bows his head, indicating that this is all they can tell you. You thank the shaman for their insights. 2 insights! Woo! We can upgrade some more stuff later. Okay, cool. Take leave of the shamans. So, yeah, we can hire some scouts, which we don't really need to do, but maybe we'll hire one. I don't know. I feel like that's a waste, but okay. Okay, so let's get rich, guys. Do we want to? We probably actually want to just boss to Vitra and sell stuff there. It's only 2 days, and then we can go like this in a big circle. We're actually going to want to go but Lanac's not that far away as well. We could go to Lanac kind of like that. If I remember correctly, what happens is when we go here, we'll fight, but we'll gain a lot of resources if we win. So we want to dump them somewhere, depending where that will be. We might want to go to Lanac. I feel like that's closer to here as well, but I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, so the iron's not actually going to be much more in Vitra, so we can sell a couple of those now to keep us going. The bronze and copper are going to be well, for the price, they're going to be quite a bit more. So what we'll do is we're going to sell 1 iron, and then we will we're going to keep the rest. We actually have a lot of supplies, so we don't really need to buy any supplies. Let's have a look and see, is there anything else we can buy here? Navigation and arms, as well as sorcery. Nothing we can buy, unfortunately. Where's defense? Weird. Okay. Tools. We can have tools as well. Anything for tools? Not really. This is all harnesses, and we don't really want all this. It would have been nice to get guard animals too, but it doesn't seem like we can. We tried to equip them before, and they don't work. Okay, we might also want to pick up anything that's cheaper here than in Virad, but I don't think there is anything. This is so cheaty that we have this, because usually you wouldn't have this information. I don't know why we have this. I don't think there's really anything that's cheaper, that's worthwhile buying here. Wow, they really need luxury wine here. This is really weird how marble's so expensive to sell, to buy, but to sell it's like nothing. Really weird. Maybe it's, I don't know, some kind of mechanic in there for some reason. No, there is literally nothing we can buy that will gain us any trade money. So there's no point doing that right now. Fair enough. Fair enough. Nope, not one thing. Fair. Okay, cool. No problem. Yeah, I suppose we'll just get gone then, really. Lost hunting party. Oh, we need to do this. So we're going to buy all the rumours because they're useful. Passengers to Avernum. Well, would we ever go to Avernum without going to Utfarar? No, we probably wouldn't. So we might as well just not pick them up. They're gonna... Yeah, they're just gonna consume our food. It's not really gonna be very useful right now. So many fighters, it's crazy. Yeah, God, the daily upkeep. 8. We're gonna need... Well, okay, we're gonna just sell everything in Vitral though, like... Everything, more or less. Okay, should we rest here? Not really worthwhile resting here, is it? We're also... No, there's no point even bothering to rest here. I don't think it's worthwhile buying any more mounts either, is it? They just consume more food. Although they are good fighters. Well, we might want to do that later on. So let's go for now. And we're going to head down to Vitra, which is just down towards the left. So we're going to go... We might just march, maybe. So we're going to go here. And we'll use some march points to go here. Shouldn't damage us too much. And then we will camp. We're not going to do any of this, though, because it will reduce our vigor. But we are going to do that. Yeah, they got some more of it, which is great. So we're getting there with the vitality thing. We can actually go to 8 now. So we're going to go here. We might get an event soon. We're doing okay. Nope, no event. Okay, that was good. And we got this. Brilliant. And we're in Vitra. That was quick. Okay, so let's go into Vitra. Some passengers thank you for your service. So we sent a sage there. He gave us a tip. That's brilliant. Okay, just 1 minute. I'm just going to reply to something. I think we're really going to have to buy the music for this game, because it gets incredibly repetitive after a while. Probably going to be an investment that's worth it, I think. Okay, well, we'll get back to that in a minute. So we're going to dump off the water merchants here. They're also going to give us a proposition. So they're going to say, basically, thanks for bringing us here. We're going to set up shop. But do you think you could deal with these people? So we're actually going to take their proposition. Splendid, says the oldest with a smile. We wanted to ask you if you could perhaps talk to the leaders here, the shamans, and negotiate a deal for us. So that we would be allowed to take water from the oasis and sell it elsewhere. We're a little afraid they wouldn't be inclined to take us seriously. But a Vagrus of your experience and stature, well... They'd get a cut, of course, and you'd get a neat reward, smiles the third merchant. Everybody wins. Okay. I stopped one beer while you're on a break. That is definitely a worthwhile pursuit. I'll see what I can do. Accept their proposition. Yeah, we failed this last time when I did it before, but never mind. Okay, well, it is time to make some money, because we're going to need some space. I do have to refresh the page sometimes. Is that normal everywhere? No, I don't think so. Yeah, maybe just my 1080p is crushing people. I'll have to look into that. The thing is, it's hard because you... Yeah. No, thanks for letting me know. I really appreciate that. Basically, if you're a partner, you can just do what you like. They will code it for you. But I can't do that. I can change it manually, but I need to. I'm not enough. I don't know enough about that really to fiddle around with it too much. So I'm going to have to look into it a bit more to change it. Oh, I suppose it could be a connection, but there's probably also other people that would be suffering from that as well. Okay, so yes, I think we decided we were going to basically sell off everything, because we're going to sell off all our copper and all our bronze, because there's no reason why we wouldn't do that. Oh my god, we're going to be so rich. Well, actually, should we just double check before we sell all of it that the price didn't go up? I don't think it did. We're rich! Ha ha ha! Ha ha ha! Look at all our money! Okay, well, yes. There's no reason to not sell this stuff. This is the thing. Like, why? The whole point of this this thing was to travel around and make us rich. These are the screens which confuse me the most. Yeah, it looks really confusing, actually, when you're looking at it. So basically, this is us, and you can equip stuff. This is our equipment that goes on us, yeah? This is the cargo hold. These are items. And this is basically Vitra, where we are. This is the... Oh, I didn't show anybody the screen yet as well. This is Vitra. It's like an oasis. Really cool art again. Yeah, so this is their market where you can buy stuff from them. So I can drag and drop and sell it off and make money from it. Now, yes, you're right that there is no real end. Like what is it we're supposed to be doing? The goal of the prologue is somewhat vague, and actually it always is somewhat vague. I suppose in the main game you're just basically trying to get enough money to survive and experience stuff along the way, and then you can do what you want. You can become a mercenary and hunt down people and stuff, whatever you want to do. But in the prologue, we're supposed to be traveling down to somewhere down here and selling off all of our gold or all our metal. But I unfortunately read something that gave that away slightly, that the possibility would be that we're not probably going to get there. So I figured, what's the point in hanging on to all of this stuff that's just filling up our cargo screen when we might as well just sell it? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's basically it. But there's the stories that you encounter along the way are incredibly rich. A lot more than you would think. Ooh, terrible beast and a hidden encampment. Okay, cool. So we've got some rumours now, look. On the rumours pane, you can find all the rumours that we know about. Blah, 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 blah. Yes, we know. There's a bunch of bounties in Avernum. They're said to be able to heal the most terrible wounds. Wow, okay, that's cool. You can simplify it. Yeah, absolutely. I think it's to be honest, this game's so different because it's hard to categorize it into a genre. Like, what genre is this? This is what we did. This is the tutorial mode. When you start off, how do you know all this? All of what do you mean? Like, so if you watch my last video, actually, I did the start of the prologue, and it just tells you in the prologue, like it talks you through it all. Like, this is what's happening. We're in the second half of the prologue, if you like, now. So we're supposedly have been told all the stuff, and also you can just fail, like, and do it again, you know. A hidden trading post out in the flats, run by a trading house. Trouble brewing. Okay. Hunting parties went north. Encampment in a cave. Cool. A terrible beast and a pack of vermin. Cool. Okay, so we can obviously go and interact with these things. I know, like, I think I'm just chronically slow to doing the prologue. And also, in effect, maybe the prologue is even better to stream because the main game is so open-ended. Like, you have to choose what you want to do, and like, I need to think of whether I'd actually want to stream the main game. So, there's an option at the start when you load it up. The prologue you can also get for free, so that's how you would know. If you were playing the free version, then you'd know it wouldn't be the main game. But okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to seek out the shamans. We probably do need healing. Like, this really isn't very much money at all. Like, let's just heal. Wow, we just healed all our companions. That was OP as hell. Okay, do we need any more medical supplies? We're actually doing pretty well for medical supplies, but it does say significantly lower. Let's buy some. Ask them about the last pilgrimage. You recount your encounters with the spectral pilgrims, assisted by Yavek, who provides further details. The shamans ask you some questions, then talk to each other in their native tongue. One of the elders finally turns to you and speaks in a drawl. The unfortunate spirits that are now these processions suffered immeasurably when the world was broken. They cling to their hatred and pain, forever denied rest and fulfillment, like one in the desert who is dying of thirst and follows a mirage. But these visions you speak of, we've not heard such a tale before. You say these were like waking dreams and wonder why you dreamed them. You're mistaken. It was not your dream, but you saw. It was theirs. And for some reason, almost all of your people glimpsed it. You did not dream of the pilgrims, they dreamed of you. We cannot say why this happened, or if it will happen again. Be wary. The shaman nods, indicating that he told you everything they know. Insight! Okay, we're going to try and negotiate some trading rights for these guys. We could try and bribe them, but that's a lot of money. We might try and convince them, spend our resourcefulness on something today. You explain the case of the merchants to the shamans. They talk in their native tongue for a while. It's apparent that the discussion is calm and considerate. At length, an older shaman with a dusky skin and a long mane of grey hair turns to you. Why should we let these merchant friends of yours purchase water from us? The water's everyone's, but we are no fools. We know how rare and treasured it can be outside of the oasis, and these men will try to make a profit from it. We only grant our approval to a select few. Well, we are filthy rich. However, we will use all our resourcefulness to buff to success. Brilliant. We did it. And I failed this last time. 3 merchants are completely ecstatic. Is that a Yorkshire accent? I don't even know what that was. I just invent them like as I'm going through, but I suppose it was kind of northern, yeah. The 3 merchants are completely ecstatic by your news. They get so excited that they begin throwing it. I think actually that's kind of like Midlands, Lancashire, maybe. That's a Lancashire accent. When they begin throwing ideas around and plans on how to set up the operation, specifics before realizing you're still standing there. Silius! Silius, getting elated like a maiden on a wedding night! The oldest exclaims. We are immensely grateful for you, Vagrus. The youngest nods and gives you a couple of coins. Here's your reward for bringing this about. We'd like you to take these, the 3rd merchant adds. We'll be staying here orchestrating our business venture with the locals, so we won't need the rations. We may have overstocked ourselves for the journey. Ha ha! You accept and say farewell to the merchants. Whoa, boys! Cashing in! Damn! Well, yes, happy with that. Look how much insight we have. What are we going to spend this on? What are we going to do? Okay, well, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to rest by the lake. +1 vigor. Nice. Okay, well, let's have a look and see. So we're fully stocked up with some serious supplies now. However, we're going to be heading out to here. And when we go here, there's going to be a battle. And we're going to gain stuff. So we might want to sell off all of our items and get loads of supplies. Well, actually, we don't need that many supplies, but we might want to sell off our iron. I'm going to sell off these 3 iron. Oh my god, we're so rich. And I'm going to keep the rest for an emergency, in case we need it for some reason. I don't know why we would really, but we should probably just sell it all, shouldn't we? I don't know why we wouldn't. Seems a bit dumb not selling it, but never mind. We're going to stick with this for now. We're going to buy 47 supplies, because there's no reason why we wouldn't, because then we can have 3 stacks. We don't need any more. If we hire more fighters, it's going to be insane. Like, we have so many. We are going to need them for our combat. What we might want to do is, like, do outriders. Maybe get some more beasts, more mounts. Because they're really good. Seems like a bit of a waste, though, maybe. I don't know. The thing is, I know we're going to have a big combat here. And here. So we probably want to do this. We can always sell them later on, right? So let's just buy them. They're probably going to die. This is going to be hilarious. Oh, we can only buy 1. So let's have that. Let's do that. So we've got loads of outriders. Then okay. We don't need any more beasts of burden. That would be obscene. Like, I suppose we could. That's a lot of money as well, actually. That's way more than they're worth. We could sell it here. That would be valuable. I love that. Trading in beasts of burden. It's probably just going to get... Well, hopefully it doesn't get killed. We don't need more scouts. I feel like we could even do with more fighters. Like, more. We can't have too many. 194 is pretty good, though, but 32 is terrible. Okay, well, we've maxed them out anyway, so I feel like that's we're not going to regret not having enough fighters, because we've got as many as we can possibly have. Yeah, 6 days, that should be enough supplies. We can also hunt really well on the way. So we're going to go, and we're going to get into this massive combat now with these guys. How are our companions doing? Are they all healed up? Oh, we healed them, didn't we? I forgot. Imagine playing this game for years and you can just flip through all these pages on the fly without thinking. That would be insane. Like, I don't know. As in, like, the lore. I don't know why you'd... Oh, yeah, you do with Dwarf Fortress. Like, the controls. I flick so fast with the controls sometimes that it astounds me when I look back and think, wow, you know, like I used... You know, it took me so long to learn all this. Okay, well, we're going to rest here. And we'll just send out our workers. 36% makes no difference, really. How much we... Let's send out our slaves, just because why not? And we'll end day. There is nothing here. Coolio. And then we will leave. Okay, let's get gone. So we're going to head down to this area and we're going to try and find this abolitionist camp, and we're going to have a big combat. Yeah, so let's go. Now, we might get some interactions. That's auto-saved for us, so we should be okay. Yeah, you're not allowed to manually save. So we just had an auto-save in Vitra, so we should be okay from now on. I'm actually gonna... Let's have a look and see. So, down there? Is it down there? We're just gonna keep moving for today, and then we're gonna camp without doing anything. And then we're gonna go 9. Ooh, okay. Scouts report seeing an encampment among the dunes. Look at the artwork, so cool. It's poorly hidden, Vagrus. They either trust the place to be avoided due to the quicksand in all directions, or they don't give a damn. The scout who returned after seeing the camp from afar reports. The relatively flat terrain makes approach easier, but may also make it easier for the comitatus to be spotted. Wow, Bashu's getting aggressive. There's going to be some death. So, send some scouts to size up the camp. I think this is definitely a good thing to do. But we're already on high. Do we want to boost it? Probably we should save that until the combat. So we're just going to have a go. We succeeded. Having been instructed on approach angles, your scouts disappear into the dunes and returned in half an hour. They successfully circumnavigate the camp, counting the tents and assessing the defences. The camp has all sorts of folks, Vagrus, mostly armed slaves and outlaws. It's certainly one of the camps we're looking for. A large man with sandy hair seems to be in command, currently enjoying a meal, and the company of several slave women. The camp's unaware as far as I can tell. For how long, though, I don't know. How many bloody outriders will we need? 4? We can't even have 4. That would be well cool, though, if we could have done that. Oh, well, never mind. We're just going to have to go in. A battle commences. What does this mean? Like, we're not going to fight? What the hell? Okay, weird. I don't really understand, because there's an interaction. Maybe we don't have the interaction here. Well, I'm going to buff this, because I feel like this is important. So, there was no combat this time, but next time there will be. Okay, we messed up this guy. Oh, there is a combat. So there's this kind of combat. Oh, damn it, we used up all our stuff. Well, that was dumb. Oh well, never mind. Well, we'll see how we go. This guy is gonna cause some trouble, I think. Oh dear, they've got initiative. High initiative. Oh man, 3 on Sidarius. Okay, well, yeah, great. Well, didn't we upgrade Bane? Like, it should be better, right? But it doesn't seem any different. Maybe it lasts longer. I don't know. Okay, let's go. I'm just quite worried about these guys. I think what we'll do is we're gonna try, and he's got 1 armor. Pulvias. He's got very high block as well. Whatever. So, I'm going to show you another thing that Yavik can do now. Although, we're not going to actually do this right now. Instead, we're just going to premonition her, because I'll show you next turn what it is. But basically, he can force move somebody, and that could be really useful. Yeah, we're getting some pretty good hits in, to be honest. And she can just do the same thing again. Although she might want to kick that guy back. That might be quite useful. Let's do that. Oh, she even did some damage. Nice. Okay, Yavik. So he's buffed. We can't do it on him because he can't move back. We could buff Sidarius, maybe. That might be worthwhile. Why does position matter in the front line? So, for example, these two can attack him, or they can attack him. If there's no one in the front line, you can attack the back line. However, you can't attack the direct opposite line. Like, this line can't attack this line, and vice versa. However, if you're on the back line, and you're a melee fighter, you can't attack if you're not on the front row. So, by kicking him back, I just denied him a whole turn. So he's just wasted. He's going to waste his whole turn moving here. Some characters can move and attack, mainly undead, but not. I don't think he can. So that was quite a good move, to be honest. What do we want to do with Yavik? We could just mash someone. His Mind Blast does 4 to 5 now. Then again, his Premonition is really good now. Yeah, I think we'll Premonition Sidarius, actually, because we'll do buffs now, and then later on we can do other stuff. Yeah, you see, he just wastes his whole turn moving, and then we can just... do we want to actually 2 to 3, 3 to 4? We could Bane him, and then that would... But actually, I think it's probably more worthwhile while they're next to each other doing this. Oh, wow, that went quite well. We're doing some serious damage. Oh my god, that was bad. 4? A 4? Jesus. Okay, well, we're going to try and get rid of him, because he's very... Actually, no, let's kill him off. Yeah, nice, that was good. That did very well. Okay, and then she's going to... just attack. Sidarius is going to... Oh wow, it's an area effect, I think. What does it say? 2 adjacent enemies are cursed. Oh my god, that's so good. So I don't think you can actually do it on both of these people, but that's so good. Oh, damn. Ooh, he blocked it. We've been quite lucky without him blocking, because he's, anyway, he can't block this. Melt your mind. Yeah, he's been Bane, so he's got poor accuracy now, which is good for us. Nice! And let's blow his mind as well. Oh, wow, he got, first turn, and he just wasted it. What a moron. Oh, killed him 1. Wow. Well, that went very well. I'm very pleased with that. This is bad. This is bad because we want him alive. For God's sake. We're not supposed to be... Okay, well, fine, but... Do you have to pay something to heal your characters back? Yeah, so I can either just keep using herbs on them, or I can go back to the Oasis place and heal them there for money, which is actually really cheap. I think they've put that mechanic in there because it's in the it's the prologue, so you can go and heal up if you want.
Kovias the coward, I hereby sentence you to death in the name of the Empire, the Triumvirate, and His Eternal Majesty, Valen Zafaris, for the crimes of being an escaped slave, for killing Imperial citizens, and for joining the abolitionists.
Kovias drawls, but the steel blade falls and his head falls with it. Sidarius walks away unceremoniously to tend his wounds, your crew watching with fear and revulsion in their eyes. Later, you have your scouts preserve the head in a jar. In the meantime, your crew bounds the few enemy survivors. Shouldn't that be binds? Interesting. The abolitionist camp has been eliminated and your business here is concluded, so we get a load of stuff. Supplies, scrap metal, obsidian, salt, bogweed. I'm not sure we can carry all this, but... And 10 insight. We did really well. This was way better than I did last time. I didn't get all this stuff. That was boss. I'm very pleased with that. Look at all that cargo. We got loads of salt. I don't know what we can even do with that. And some obsidian. And some hashish. Okay, well, I think what we're going to do is we're actually going to call it a day. So we're slightly over time anyway. I usually stop about 7. So we're going to travel 1. We actually still have so much food though. Like, do we want to travel towards the next camp? We could go to Lanac. No, Vitra's only 1 day though. Lanac's 3. I've never been to Lanac before. What's the cost of travel? Resources. To be honest, we could also encounter some bad events that we might want to avoid. I think probably we want to have a look at how valuable salt is in Vitra. So it's pretty damn valuable. As is scrap metal. Then again, in Lanac, salt might be valuable too. Do you lose something like hunger stats? Yeah, so you just lose... and also your other things erode, so the longer you're on the road, the more likely your morale, nutrition and vigor go down. Your vigor slowly goes down the longer you're on the move, although you can stave it off a bit. I think actually we might want to move. We might want to go towards Lanac and sell some of our resources there and see what's there, because then what we could do is we could go up here, back there, and then maybe like up or something, I don't know. But it might be useful to do that instead of going back to Vitra. The thing with Vitra is it's only 1 day, but probably Vitra to here is more. Let's go to Lanac. It's 3 days. Anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to go... Aren't you better off fighting from town to town along your way and spewing blood all over the place? Yeah. I suppose. Obviously, we can't battle any of the towns as such. But yeah, we want to be fighting these camps. But also, there's some other stuff that we didn't actually encounter. So we've got some kind of rumors. I think we had some bounties. I think we somehow missed them that were around here that we could have engaged with. Yeah, some kind of... This like lost hunting party. Yeah, we could have looked around for that, but we didn't. Anyway, I think I'm interested in Lanac, so let's go down there, and then what we'll do is when the day's over, we'll probably just call it a day for the stream. So we're just gonna go down this way, and we will camp for the day. We're not actually gonna do that. Can't you just go Genghis Khan? I'm not sure. I presume you can do that in the main game, but you can't really do that in the prologue. Okay. Anyways, thanks everyone for watching. It's been a great stream. I've really enjoyed it. Thank you most of all to Bashu for constantly chatting, which has been brilliant. It really makes streaming so much more enjoyable when you have someone that's so engaged. Bishu, I keep saying your name wrong, God. I don't know why I can't start saying Bishu. Bishu. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. It's been great. Unsure whether we will stream on Sunday, but regardless, we will definitely be on Wednesday. So Sunday, Zulf, I've got some friends coming over for the weekend, so dependent on one, how late they leave, two, how catastrophically hungover I am. If I'm brutal, then it will be unlikely I will stream on Sunday. So have one day off, but we'll see. You know, I'll see what we can do. But it'll either be Sunday 4 p.m. or next Wednesday at 4 p.m. again. But yes, you're absolutely right. Friends and family first. But yeah, thanks so much everyone for watching. It's been great. I've loved it. And yeah, take care. And I'll see you soon.